What we do here is go back.
Big dog.
Well, hello. Let's see. Mute that so there's no echo. Bring this little stream up. All right. Now, Christy decided that she was going to try to blame me for her possession of CP. I am currently making the video public. We will be able to see chat. Oh, there's no chat replay for this video. Why? Nope. No chat replay. I wasn't very good at doing panels. I was not very good at doing panels at all. Let me turn this down and let it play through. Miss Christy Marquez. Ma'am, you want to accuse me of CP? The only reason why I never released this panel, this stream, is because I didn't want you getting dragged. I didn't want you being treated like shit. I actually attempted to protect you.
I haven't done this in a while.
So,
Hey guys, what's going on?
guess what?
I think it's been a while.
Your stream is out now. Now, if everybody pays attention very closely, I'm going to make this big.
So while I'm waiting for the ladies,
Look how long this stream ran for.
oh, look,
What does that say down here?
there's
4 hours and 45 minutes and 44 seconds. I didn't get a phone call from Christy until hours after this stream ended. When she notified me what happened on this panel. This is the panel where Christy's drunk ass allowed her daughter to be seen on a panel topless. This is the panel
Oh, I have my hair down. That's why.
where
Thank you.
Christy
I'm not rocking any hair today.
did not protect her child.
I just moved like this is my original place, and I just moved over here.
And if everybody remembers, don't forget the
I'm gonna
time,
say yes, I did. That's,
Yes, I
that's
did.
how I roll.
because Christy decided to report me for CP. Christy decided to call the cops on me to have my home raided and my devices taken.
Thank you. We were bored. Oh crap.
Hi, Wookie, Jersey, Cat Eyes, everyone goes Malone.
I told her I did not have the
I
video
can see the comments. Hello, everyone.
with her child,
Am I looking?
but I never said
I'm still working though.
I didn't have the panel.
Yeah, I know.
I do have the
What
panel.
made you do a panel?
I do not
We twisted your arm.
have the video
Oh,
with her
do
child
we need to
on the
start
panel.
fighting to make it real?
Watch Chrissy
Thank you, Ghost.
and how happy she is with that camera on.
But I'm at the golf shop.
Watch Chrissy.
So I turn my camera on for you ladies.
Look at her.
Mr. Samuel, hello.
Look at her hair. How
Okay,
dirty
Let's smoke somewhere. And Wolfie.
and unkempt
whoever else
she
smokes, I
is.
don't remember.
Because she was so depressed
Yeah, I think that's it.
that her husband
Talking
left
about
her for
smoking,
another
my
man.
son, I think he's like chatting with the trolls.
I'm sorry, that was a
because
joke.
he came to the kitchen yesterday. He's like,
Her husband
"Hey,
left her for
Mom,
another woman.
do you want my desk and the chair?" And I'm like, "Why?"
So
"Do
Christy
you wanna
filed
move
for a
to the living room
divorce
or something so you can smoke over there?"
because he decided he wanted to be with his mistress.
And I'm like,
That's
"Okay."
funny.
So we're
And
moving
currently we
to the
should
living
hopefully be
room when
about,
he gets home from school.
damn,
He's still at
I'm about
school.
4 minutes
Are you
behind.
Getting out.
serious?
Yeah,
We have to move.
to the living room. It's over there.
These
Well,
damn
I'm
kids
kinda
always
high.
get their way.
No, well, the thing is, my house is big, but his room is next to the kitchen. So
I
I
don't want to
end
hear your excuses.
This isn't that far out,
Damn kids always get their way.
so I'm going to turn it up.
So yeah, he has a point.
They're so spoiled.
I'm like, are you roboting?
Am I really?
Mm-hmm. A little. I can
Hi,
understand.
Tanya, Mr. Samuel, Ghost, everybody.
Oh my God,
Hey,
Rosie.
Melinda. Well, hello, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
You know, if I asked my mom to go smoke in the kitchen or living room or something, she'd look at me like I lost my damn mind.
Same here.
No, but he has a point.
Well, currently it's 5 minutes and 49 seconds in. This stupid fucking bitch.
He has. I'm gonna try, but I told him I can't promise a lot. And I like if people lived where I live, it's hot outside. I'm not going to go smoke outside. it's like it's not an option. So
Kind of like having to go outside here in the winter is not an option for me. That's a big part of why I quit.
yeah. Oh, I've had a very long day, and it's only 3.
Sure.
Did y'all know that her garage was air conditioned? She could have smoked there.
What? But I'm going out tonight, people. I'm going out.
Good. Have fun. You deserve it.
With females, but anyways, I'm going
Still,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I vape inside too, Jers.
I started vaping this past week when I went on that trip because I couldn't smoke in the car with my daughter. So I took a vape, and even though I don't like it, I had to do it like just for the I got anxious, and I still have it in my purse. It was okay, but it's not something that I'm gonna do.
When
Just for
I quit, I had to use like the skinny, smaller ones with a harder draw because that was more like a cigarette. And
Oh,
then
let
I
me see.
slowly switched to the big one.
Oh, okay. No, this is like disposable. Hold on.
Yeah, I have one. We both get up. Where is it?
Let me see. It's in my purse. Oh,
Like,
my marker, my board, my classroom. Where
Yeah,
is-
this is my THC one, but it was similar to something like this.
Yeah, no, that yours is skinny. Mine is like round. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
That
see,
thing.
we can't get those in New York because Cuomo screwed us and we can't have any flavored vape juice in New York whatsoever. I have to get it
Really?
shipped in. Yeah, and they're not even legally, they're not supposed to ship it in, but they do. We have a great guy that makes really good juice that we order from, but the only way you get flavored juice is to get it out of state. I wish we could
This
get
is
those. I'd buy those.
raspberry, and I get dizzy because I smoke like Marlboro, like normal,
Mhm.
without flavor. So, but it works like for an emergency, a panic attack or something. It
Cat
works.
reveal. Are you going to look at the camera if you want to be on the screen here?
Oh,
She's been in the window all day sleeping.
hi, creeps.
What's up, FM? How you doing?
Is that the real FM or is that the fake FM?
I don't know, but
New
I
York
said hi.
Street Spotlight. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the right one. It's fake creeps. That's definitely him. All right, you can get down now. Thanks.
Oh, cat eyes, really? Nah. Yes, Jersey, exactly. Yeah. I stayed 2 nights in a hotel.
Don't forget to watch that
had to go
ticker.
down and out. Like, it had no balcony or anything.
Don't forget to
Oh,
watch the time.
That's
I
a
started
pain.
vaping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pain.
Oh,
I dropped the StreamYard link.
what?
I thought I dropped the StreamYard link.
No, you didn't.
Yes, she did. I thought I just
I
saw
haven't
it.
pinned it.
Oh, there it is.
No, that's not the real one.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, yeah, it is.
The real
wouldn't-
FM?
Oh, wait. No, this the link.
Oh. I was like, no. There's only 4 apartments in this big building up here. 2 of my neighbors smoke and myself and my neighbor Steve don't. But so I'm on this end, I have 2 windows and the wind blows like this way and it blows. If I have fans in my window, it comes right in the apartment. I'm like, ugh. So today I was out there chatting with them, and they were smoking. So I'm just like, get over it.
Yep. Get over it. Yeah.
But
The good thing here is that my ex always smoked too, so there was no problem. And I don't have neighbors. Well, I have one,
yeah,
and well, I don't have windows from that. Like,
Didn't Christy say that I was in my kitchen while this panel was happening? Didn't Christy say that I was watching this panel the whole entire time and I knew everything that was going on? And that this panel was my fault?
in Mexico, houses are built different, so yeah, it doesn't
right.
matter. And next
And
door,
yeah,
it's not even a house. It's what's it called? They do like nose surgery and like all female things to look good. It's like a spa.
oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And then in front of my house, I have a car wash, and my patio goes directly to Sam's Club. So, and then my other side, it's like land. So I have nothing. I don't have neighbors.
Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad, but we all share one giant deck out back,
Oh,
and there's a pizza shop right here next door, and you go outside and it just smells like hot garbage and like grease. It's disgusting.
oh, I thought you were gonna say like garlic and bread. Hi, Wolfie.
In the morning,
Well, Christy did get one thing right. There was a man on the panel. It was a catcher.
like when they first open, it's all the good smells, but after a while and the grease just gets grosser, it's not a good smell.
Oh,
And the sun hits back here in this parking lot. There's no grass or anything. It's just a giant parking lot, and it just gets
I
so
heard
hot
that.
back here. You don't want to see mine down.
What up, Wolf?
Everybody with their hair down. It's Friday.
I don't know. Mine have like so little hair.
For real.
That was
I
such
just
a
took a
quick Friday.
shower and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for
I
it to
didn't
dry.
throw a wig on.
That's why.
Mine, I just cut mine because it's a pain. So I don't care what it looks like, to be fair.
Just watch that timer, Becky.
I like having it down.
It's coming up real
My neighbors
soon.
are really nice too. We're
We're
we had a
only
little issue
at
with the one lady that
13
just
minutes
moved in
and
October,
40
but
seconds in out of a almost 5-hour
she's good now.
panel.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is she good now? Yeah.
So if y'all can't see it, hopefully Wolfpack's hair is allowing you to. We are currently at 13 minutes and 46 seconds on almost a 5-hour panel with a drunk that was not protecting her child. And she decided to blame me for this panel.
She's good now. Yeah, we chat all the time.
Okay,
She
I'm
had
gonna mute.
why?
You guys are gonna lose me in like 3 blocks. You guys are gonna lose me in 3 blocks.
Okay,
We'll still be here holding it down.
we'll be here.
Well, that's good
What's
because
up,
your
Wolf?
guys' panel, anyways.
Oh, right.
Sorry. What's up, Wolfie? What's new?
Oh, not much, not
Oh,
much. Just chilling, hanging out, shooting the shit. Figured I'd jump up for a few minutes. Saw you ladies on panel and wanted to just jump up and say hi to everybody.
You're right, Haystack. I am sick and tired of trying to protect worthless piece of shits.
Before I kind of disappear for the night for date night.
And I'm ready to start pulling
Yep,
receipts.
date night,
I'm going out
definitely.
too.
Kids already
I'm
ready.
not
Kids already bathed, fed, and ready for bed. He's in his PJs already. She's down there giving him his hour like playtime, and then she's gonna be popping up.
What time is it?
Wait, what did he just say? His child is already fed, bathed, put into pajamas, and being put to bed by its mother. And this is one of the catchers that these people talk shit and drag.
Over there.
It is 6:22 right now. She just got home like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, it's 3:22 here. That's why I'm like, what? PJs?
Yeah.
I'm in mine.
So he going to bed in about an hour. So I wanted to make sure everything's done by the time she got home. So I have a good night, quiet night with her.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
It is.
I'm
It
gonna
is
cry
indeed.
now. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna go out drinking with my girlfriends. Just for,
Nice. Get out. Go have fun. Go flirt.
yeah. I
Yeah.
was.
You deserve it. You're a hardworking mom.
Yeah. I haven't been out by myself for months, and I need to start doing that again for my mental health.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Everybody else, be safe. Talk with pride, and have a great weekend.
Yes,
You
you
too.
too.
Have a good
Later,
weekend.
sir.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Bill. Jonathan, I'm good. How are you?
It was Wolfie.
Bill Powell, late to the party as usual. Doesn't know who she's going out with.
Jonathan, I'm fine. I'm okay. Thank you. I'm just going for like 2 hours, but everything.
I wish that I could do that, but if I go for 2 hours, I'm going for 8.
No, I am, because I don't have anywhere to leave my daughter at, because my son is gonna go out too, the one that lives here. So I'm gonna take her with a girlfriend, like a friend from her school that invited her to watch a movie at her house. So while she's
When Smashley's daughter was on camera for a split second, fully dressed, what did Smashley do? What was the one thing that Smashley decided to do? Can anyone in chat guess? Up on PHI's panel? She stood up, acted like a mother, and ended the stream. And it wasn't even her panel. But this is Christy.
there, I'm gonna go out with my friends. I need to do those kinds of things, because if not, I'm gonna stay here all day. And every day, hold on, my son is calling me. Bueno. Sí, bye. He's outside. He doesn't have keys. Hold on.
Hi, Dusty. Oh, I got my.
Post is clear. Is post clear?
I got my package from Decoy. So I have my stickers from Decoy. Well, no, not this one. I got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
Oh, shit. Did you all see that? Did you see that CP that Christy and everybody in chat was accusing me of having? No one saw that? Hold on. Let me show you.
So I have my stickers from Decoy. Well, no, not this one. I got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
Wait, did anyone see it?
My stickers from Decoy.
Did anyone see it?
Well, no, not this one. Got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
Now, the difference between Smashley being a mother and Christy being a mother. Watch this. We're currently at 17 minutes and 43 seconds into a 4-hour and 45-minute panel. Hold on a second.
Got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
My daughter came from the shower. I'm sorry, people.
It's okay.
Do I need to play that back? Did anyone see CP? Here.
Got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
Got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
Got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
My daughter went.
Now I have a question. Anytime I'm ever on a panel and I'm not using my phone, how many times do I sound like that when I'm at home on a Wi-Fi connection? If I was at home in my kitchen watching this panel right now, I would not be, 1, sounding like that, 2, telling people that I'm driving, or 3, would have left this panel up for almost 5 fucking hours.
Came from the shower. I'm sorry, people.
It's okay. So yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. Stickers, magnets, bracelets. Let's see. I can't believe I won. To be fair.
I didn't push her. She's still here, but there.
Oh, shit. What did she just say? What did Christy just say? Because I swore 2 days ago she said that her daughter walked down a flight of stairs and she pushed her out of the camera view. What did Christy just say?
I can't believe I won. To be fair.
I didn't push her. She's still here, but there. Didn't push her. She's still here.
To be fair.
I didn't push her. She's still here, but there. I didn't push her. She's still here, but there. I didn't push her. She's still here, but there.
I did not push her out of the way of the camera. She is still standing here. That is what Christy just said on this panel. But yet 2 days ago, no, this is me. This is where Christy said I was in my kitchen.
What is happening?
What is that?
Savvy?
Can you read? Oh, wait. The day.
So now if y'all can't tell, I'm actually in my car because I wasn't in the kitchen.
Well, no, not that. Not this one. Got my
I was
T-shirt.
Wearing mine
actually,
right.
I'm screwing up so bad. I'm muting when I'm trying to hit pause. I was in my car watching the road. Yes, Matt, that is where her daughter was walking around the house topless and walked in front of the camera when her mom had to have the camera on. I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't know what fucking happened on this panel. And this is why I will never ever panel again without paying fucking attention. Because I trusted these two. Juniper and Christy both knew that I was driving that day. And not one of them said anything. Not one of them gave two flying fucks about what just happened. Not one of these women protected that child. But I'm the one that they reported, or at least claimed to have reported for CP.
My daughter came from the shower. I'm sorry, people.
It's okay.
Yeah, Junie, it's okay. It's not a big deal. She was just topless standing in front of the camera on YouTube. Topless. But it's okay, Junie. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. Stickers, magnets, bracelets.
Junie cared more about winning magnets and a t-shirt and a raffle that a catcher was having than they did care about a child.
Let's see.
I can't believe I won. To be fair.
I didn't push her. She's still here, but there.
I didn't push her. She's still here.
What is happening?
What is that?
Savvy?
Can you read? Oh, wait. The day is saved.
Oh, it's Powerpuff Girls. That's cute as hell.
Right? I loved it.
I got a ton of new. When I came up on panel and lost the other night, I had a T-shirt on with a Namaste elephant, and of course you make me big. And it said FUCK, but like EFF, and then YOU. And I really want. Will you stop?
I hate that too.
One big girl.
I
Whatever.
thought you were gonna stand up.
Oh,
I
like
will
me?
stand up. Yeah.
I was like, I want another shirt.
I'm just
Oh, I
wearing
like
a.
We're all showing off in shirts.
I do
Mandala.
mandalas. I color them. I love them.
And she froze.
And just in case anyone ever says anything, I have panels where I was stated so many fucking times that I will play with my phone at red lights, at stop signs. But yet Christy and Juniper did not want to protect a child.
Did I?
You know what? I'm gonna start doing that again. I'm gonna get out my coloring books and my color.
I do that all the time. I have a staff like it's ridiculous how many I have. It's absurd. I'll never color them all in the next 40 years.
Really? They don't sell them here, so I have to order
Oh my
them.
God, I'll send you some.
Really? Like I print them from the internet?
Yeah, I'll send you some coloring books. But we're going to leave this panel up with a little girl standing in front of the camera, topless. And if anyone hasn't noticed, we're still 20 minutes in on a 4-hour and 45-minute panel. Now, I told everybody that the panel was up for about 4 hours. Well, according to this panel, I did lie. I made a mistake and I said 4 hours, and it was 4 hours and 45 minutes. I am sorry. I am so sorry. I misjudged the time. Now, Christy did not call me until hours after this panel to ask me to take it down after the community was dragging her for not protecting her own child. And if anyone hasn't noticed, she still has her black cup. The one where she was drinking alcohol out of.
Or I buy them at Target when I get the chance to go up there. But I really love color.
A
It
lot of
relaxes.
people print them off. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
very relaxed. It's very calming. Put on some like relaxing music and just, I could go for hours.
Me too. And puzzles too. But I like the puzzles that have more than 1,000 pieces. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, I love puzzles as well.
I'm sorry, am I pausing this too many times? Because Christy asked me to release a stream, and I told her I didn't want to. I told her it was gone. Yes, I did lie to Christy. I was not giving this stream out to anybody. Because if you go back, and this stream is public now, this stream is 100% available to the public. And you can watch me fall off so many fucking times. And you can see everybody that was coming up on the panel. And as soon as Nunia teaches me how to release the chat, you guys will be able to watch the chat. Because these two women did not end a stream with a naked child on it. They did not say anything to me. And if you watch the stream, I asked them somewhere in here, what happened? And they said, oh, nothing. Christy's daughter was on camera. And I was like, oh, no big deal. Christy's daughter, no big deal. No one ever told me that there was a naked child on this stream until hours afterwards.
But I like the old school ones, not like an app with no.
Yeah.
I want to touch it.
Well, I'm the same way. And like even with the apps on the phone, the coloring apps used to be like, they're harder to find now, where you actually do the coloring, not color by number. I don't want to color by number. I want to create it.
Yeah. Right?
Yes, Matsy. When she asked me to private, Christy asked me to private this stream. And she told me why. I went back and I took her daughter out of it. And I did not take down the panel. I did not delete my panel. I actually have not deleted any of my panels unless I was on it by myself.
And then I'm analyzing like how much green did I use and how much yellow, because it means something, right? I like that. So yeah, I don't like it when they tell me which color it is that I have to put in certain place.
Same here. I don't have any on my phone anymore because they started all doing color by number.
Yeah.
Crap, I need to find the guy's panel.
Right. You need to what?
Oh, she's bored because
I need to find the guy's
okay, what? No, -0. No.
Definitely not.
Thank God I have her blocked.
Matsy, I don't care what they say. This panel went on for almost 5 hours with these two women that asked me to pop this panel, which I wasn't even on during the whole entire thing because I trusted them. This was not my fault. What was my fault was putting trust in these two.
So whatever she
I
writes
don't, but
anywhere.
I'm seriously, yeah,
No.
I don't, but I'm seriously considering it.
What was my fault? Not watching my own panel. What was my fault? Driving and not paying attention to the panel.
I decided this week to do that. Apart from I'm subscribing from a lot of channels, now I'm blocking people that I don't want to read. Like,
Yep.
why? Why
I
do I
did
have
the
to?
same thing, Christy.
Matt C., I did not call Child Protective Services in Mexico on her. I did not call the cops on her. I tried to protect my friend. That was it. That was my fault.
Did the same thing. You're not on your own instructions.
Jersey, I made, Savvy, mute. I just made beans, Mexican beans, in the Ninja. And then what else did I do? I haven't cooked like for the last week because I wasn't here, but that's the only thing I use. But I just made beans. They're cooling down. Like beans in a bowl, not.
Have you all seen those panels with her ninja? Do y'all remember when Christy got her ninja? Do you all know how Christy got a ninja? Now let's go back to Nunya. God damn Nunya. It always goes back to Nunya. Do you all remember when everybody was dragging Nunya for accepting donations from people? Do you all remember, or does anyone know where Christy got her ninja from? Any guesses? How about Jersey? Stang bought Christy a brand new ninja. And sent Christy a brand spanking new ninja. She was accepting donations, and she's not even a catcher. Christy was accepting donations, and she's not even OSIT. But guess what? That ninja is a lot more important than her daughter.
The refried ones, and then you get
Yeah.
flour tortillas and cheese, but not, what's it called over there? It's like fresh cheese, and you put some
The creme fraiche?
fresh cheese, queso fresco. It's called in Spanish. It's like it doesn't melt. It's fresh.
I know what you're, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I do.
There has to be a word. Let me see. Google. Uh, oh no, it doesn't say. But whatever,
Yeah,
yeah. Queso
queso
fresco,
fresco. It's
Jason,
the
yeah.
same. Yeah. Fabio.
Fabio.
Not a porn bomb.
Look,
Just saying.
Oh, cat eyes got me too, yeah.
I'm like, check. Oh wait, it was upside down. Check your children's devices.
Hi, OJ. I was over there at Anthony's this morning and I said hi.
Hey, Fabio. Fabio, where you at?
No, I made almost like cottage cheese, Cindy. Yeah, Jersey. I made 2 days ago. I made shredded beef for tacos, cochinita. That's what I did 2 days ago. I was trying to remember.
Did y'all ever wonder why she was sharing recipes with Jersey Sting? Did y'all ever wonder why she would tell him what she was making in it? Huh. Because she was taking donations from people in the community.
I think I'm gonna order one this month, and then I'm probably gonna bug you a little.
The best. And then it comes with a
Yep.
cookbook with like ideas, but at the end there's like an index. Just like if you wanna do some kind of stew, how much time do you need to put it on, in what temperature? And it comes out perfect. Like everything I've done by the book, it comes out perfect. I've done bread.
I love to.
So
Yeah, that sounds delicious. I use my air fryer pretty much. That's all I use. That in the microwave if I need it, and if I have to do something on the stove, like sauce or whatever, and I know I would use it, and I know I.
Yes, Pink Samurai. You are 100% correct. Christy bashes Nunya for accepting donations when Nunya actually helps catchers. Granted, she doesn't help all of them, but Nunya has earned the trust and become friends with catchers. And she's good at what she does. So yeah, she earns it if she gets it. But what did Christy earn? To accept donos from people in the community while bashing Nunya for doing the same thing. Just saying.
I would cook more.
mm-hmm.
And I love to make big meals and share them with the neighbors. We all, we do that all year long. Or we'll do like a pizza Friday, and we'll just all open our doors and have a little table out in the hallway with pizza on it. And I have really great neighbors. I'm the youngest. Yeah,
I'm
I'm the
gonna move
youngest
over
one
there
here.
when my kids get married.
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice.
be a single old lady that loves to cook.
Yeah, that's how I am. And it sucks because I don't know how to cook for like my just. I mean, I do, but I like to make a lot of food and share it.
You know what I do? I do it like that, and sometimes like my kids, they're kids are like crazy. Sometimes they love something and you make a lot because they love it, but when you serve them, they're like, oh, I don't like it anymore. So
Nunya, the Fabio was Sushi Cat. The Fabio was not real. And I am the only person that's never been porn bombed.
freeze it. I freeze
Yeah.
it, and before time comes for it to not be served, I just give it away again. But yeah, I always do a lot of food.
I freeze a lot as well, but I have it's not a full size fridge, but it's not a small, like the tiny apartment size fridge, kind of in the middle. And my freezer's not that big. So my neighbor bought a standalone freezer that he has in his place, and we have that loaded with like frozen vegetables and like quick meals if we need them. And I'll just call him and be like, I'm coming over, and he'll open the door and I'll grab something out of the freezer.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's nice. Yeah, the building I lived in down the street was full of crazy people, and I took this apartment with like a quick glance. And
If this is too fast, let me know. But there is 4 hours and 45 minutes of nobody saying, shut this panel down. 4 hours and 45 minutes of not one of these two women protecting a child. They care more about sharing coloring books. They cared more about air fryers. They cared more about going out with their girlfriends, having fun and drinking, than they ever did about protecting a child.
just to get out of where I was, and I love it.
But I'm the one that they called neck on. I'm the one that Christy is stating that she called the authorities on.
Here. Our neighbor, like the pizza shop people, are kind of crazy, but they're a bunch of young kids, so. But it's nice. I love to cook and I love to share it. So I'm getting one. I'm rambling.
Okay, no, I am not African American. I am Lebanese and Irish.
I am African American. I didn't want to say it, but I'm kidding. Hi, Torre.
I'm Irish and French. So a lot of Irish.
I'm Irish too, and Mexican and American, and I think that and stupid.
Locksmith is doing great. He's just out working. He's busy.
OJ.
Now, I do have another stream to show because Christy said I could go to hell. So guess what, Christy? God damn it. I'm not good at this. Damn it. I'm not good at this. I haven't done this in so long. Okay. So Christy said I could go to hell. Oh, let's see how I'm going to do this. Well, that ain't working either. Hey, that works. Okay, now let's see if I can do this. Yeah, that works too. That's beautiful. Okay. Now that I fixed it. I am not very good at this. But Christy told me that I could go to hell. Well, Christy, you get to join me.
She really needs more help than Nanya.
Oh, you
More
got a
than
new
that?
victim.
Yeah, clip it.
More help than Nanya? Laura
Yeah.
Pickleford? What did she do that was so bad, Laura?
Well, if people like the panel channel and who else? TBS. Who else does those clip things that go back? She has changed a lot. She was before. She has been with 3 boyfriends, and I don't care.
Whoa, are you sure about that?
No, not sure exactly.
Well,
But
that's a crazy thing to say.
Wait a minute. Is she dragging Laura for having 3 boyfriends? Now, do y'all remember when I told Juniper to stay out of men's DMs from the community? How many men was Junie talking to? The only difference is that Laura's not trying to create relationships. Laura has real, true friends. And Laura's not a whore.
You're not sure about that.
no, I've read it in chat.
Well, I read hella shit in chat. I wouldn't say I've confirmed it.
Oh well, yeah. 2 are confirmed. 2 are confirmed. But anyways, the last one that's Clown Force, she has changed a lot. A lot. And I'm happy that she has no kids, even though they trash me because
Wait, what did she say? What was that, Christy?
she has no kids. Changed a lot. A lot. And I'm happy that she has no kids, even though they trash me because of an accident.
Uh-oh. I guess you're going to hell, Christy. You know what, sweetheart? I'll get your bed ready for you.
It happened 4 years ago.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry?
What are you talking about?
Laura, here.
No, but you said I'm glad she has no kids because of an accident I had 4
Yeah,
years ago.
because Eon, you've not been on panels or chats where she has in the last 6 months, and she's gross.
Christy, did you forget? Laura liked you. Before she started hanging out with Nunya, before Nunya came around the community, Laura was here. Laura Pickle was here. And she liked you. And she liked Junie. And she liked me. The only smart thing that Laura has ever fucking done was ran the fuck away from you. You sick, disgusting bitch.
Like gross.
Well, I don't know about that. I wouldn't say she's gross because I don't know her.
Because
What do you
I'm
mean,
trying
bro?
to.
exactly, because you're reading what she's saying right now. I'm saying what I've seen and what
No, but I'm trying to go back to why you said something about you like being proud that she hasn't had kids. And
oh
like,
yeah,
what?
yeah, because she's dating Clown Force.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Christy. You're going to hell. And I'm going to give you the bottom bunk. And I'm going to get your bed all ready for you. But the sheets come with flames. So
From a distance, thank God. And they talk horrible. Like, imagine myself as a mother.
imagine myself as a mother. Okay, guys. Let's imagine Christy as a mother.
I got a bunch of stuff. Stickers, magnets, record. Let's see. I can't believe I won. To be fair,
I didn't push her. She's still here, but
I can't grab a bunch of.
from the shower. I'm sorry, people.
It's okay. Got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
My daughter came from the shower. I'm sorry, people.
It's okay. So yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. Stickers, magnets, record.
I'm sorry, people.
It's okay.
My daughter came.
Got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
My daughter came from the shower. I'm sorry, people.
It's okay. So yeah, I got a bunch of
Now,
stuff.
let's all imagine Christy as a mother. How many of you think Christy would be a better mother than Laura? Because I sure in the fuck don't.
Writing in chat right now that I am gonna bleach your ass.
What the fuck is going on tonight?
That's how she talks with the boyfriend.
Bruh.
Okay, I'm glad that she doesn't have any kids because.
If a girl said that to me, I'd be like, I'm about to uppercut you in your face.
Okay, thank you.
It sounds mean.
It
Say that
sounds
to someone.
mean.
But hey, hold on, people. Everything is a joke. Everything that's said in chat, whenever everyone confronts them, it's a joke. I'm the stupid.
Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean I was joking? Does that mean I was joking when I said I am glad Juniper can never have kids? Because we don't need another Jeffrey Dahmer running around. Was I joking when I said Christy and NTF should have swallowed more?
One. I'm the drunk one. I'm the Mexican one.
The only thing that I am is a fucking bitch, you cunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stickers, magnets, record.
Let's see.
I can't believe I won. To be fair,
I didn't push her. She's still here, but there.
what is happening? Took this apartment with like a quick glance, and just to get out of where I was, and I love it here. Our neighbor, like the pizza shop people, are kind of crazy, but you know they're a bunch of young kids, so. But it's nice.
I am loyal to a fault. I will defend you. I will give you the shirt off my back. I will give you the last fucking dollar I have if you're someone I care about. If you are someone I love. And if you are a true friend. But you two don't fucking deserve it. Now you guys get to see me be a bitch. Because now I'm done. Go ahead and call the cops on me. I don't have CP. I'm not in possession of CP. But Christy produced it. Willingly. Hysterically. Christy allowed it.
I love to cook and I love to share it, so I'm getting one. I'm rambling.
Okay, no, I am not African American. I am Lebanese and Irish.
I am African American. I didn't want to say it, but I'm kidding. Hi, Torre.
I'm Irish and French. So a lot of Irish.
I'm Irish too, and Mexican and American, and I think that and stupid.
Locksmith is doing great. He's just not working. He's busy.
OJ. I take my camera off because
I wonder why Locksmith doesn't want to be around this fucked up community with these fucked up people. He's way better off. And he never got to see this panel. He has no idea this thing even existed. Until the day Christy decided to say, Locksmith, I reported your girlfriend for CP. I called Colorado PD on your girlfriend. I'm so sorry.
And it's saucy.
Nothing, negative, zero. I went to work in the morning and I took a picture of myself because I'm working with my self-esteem and whatever the fuck. I'm going to therapy, and I always post pictures of my kids or whatever, but I have homework, so.
Oh, we know. Trust me. We know.
And I always post pictures of my kids or whatever, but I have homework, so I have to do it about me now. So.
He. I have such a hard time wanting the attention and being surrounded by me. I could never put myself first. I could never post pictures about myself. I don't like the camera.
I took a picture of myself at work. There's no school. There were no kids. We had a meeting, and I posted the picture on IG and Facebook stories. And my friends were like, "Are you sick?"
How many of you have been friends with Christy on IG? I don't think very many of you have probably been friends with her on Facebook. But there are more pictures of Christy on IG and on Facebook than of her kids. But her homework assignment was to give herself positive attention and to put herself first and to do little things to make herself feel better about having enough balls to leave a man that cheated on you because he no longer found you attractive, because you gained 40 pounds, because you quit going to the gym. Now, I do probably have the panels where she admitted to this, because this is not a lie. Christy divorced her husband because he was cheating on her. She was a drunk, and she cares more about herself than anyone else.
Did you sleep? I thought I looked great. It didn't work.
When I first started my therapy and went through the same journey, I went through the same sort of thing. But I'm like, I haven't done anything for myself or put work into myself in so long. So I totally get what you're going through right now.
Yeah.
It's a process.
It's a roller coaster because I felt better like 2 weeks ago.
Do y'all want to know what Christy told me about her husband? On a panel? Because this was not a private conversation. Christy told me that her husband left her for a younger, more than 10 years younger, skinnier, prettier woman. Now I remember Christy criticizing people for dating younger, like she criticizes Laura and Clown, because he's way older than her. I remember her saying this on a panel. But Christy's husband left her for a woman, sorry, not a man, a woman that was more than 10 years younger.
And then for the last couple of, not a couple, like for the last 5 days, something made me go down again. And then, like, I know I cannot let myself go down, right? And I keep myself busy and whatever. But like, there's this feeling, and then you know that you cannot go to therapy because you have an appointment, whatever, like you just cannot run. So I do things, and it's difficult. But I have very good attitude, very excellent, loving parents, and friends. So yeah, it's rough.
It's really,
But I don't
it's
cry
really good
anymore.
though to have a good team. That's good though, and crying's okay. That's the thing. Like in the beginning, all you want to do is stop crying, but then down the road, when you're finally like to a point of not even forgiveness, but a point for yourself where you can kind of allow yourself to just feel those feelings.
Yes.
It's okay to cry.
Yeah.
Because I used to complain all the time, and my therapist would be like, "Will you stop? It's okay." And I'm like, "You're all right. I'm gonna cry an awful lot."
Yeah, it is okay. Yeah, but no.
Well, you look beautiful today, so they're crazy.
I do it on purpose, like not to look beautiful, but well, the last 2 days I was with a bun like this because I was tired from the trip and whatever. But I've been trying for like 2 weeks. That's homework too, to dress up, even if I'm going to work and don't have social plans or whatever. Me as a teacher, I can go with sneakers and a bun and no makeup, and it doesn't make a difference. But I do the best I can to look good, to feel good. And it doesn't take a lot of time if it's okay.
Sorry, phone ringing.
Dusty. Christia, divorce induces the grief stages over and over, not just one time through. Right? Yes, I need that. And I cannot like skip levels or steps. I understand that now. Yeah. What I can say now with like certainty is I will never, like, even if he comes and asks for forgiveness and tells me like everything I needed to hear 2 years ago, there, no, and like the, no, there's no turning back. That's a lot for me because I say it and I feel it. Because before I could say it, but I knew deep in me that, well, maybe if he says this and whatever, but now no. So I think that's part of why I'm in this roller coaster, because I am finding myself again.
100%. 100%. I remember when I started, and it's like 11 years this year. And when I started, one of my biggest fears when I quit drinking and went to therapy was, what if I don't like who I actually am? What if I don't like myself? I was terrified to find myself for the longest time. But once you start just breaking away at little pieces, it slowly comes to you, and you're like, oh, I'm the same person I always was. I'm just not miserable or drunk anymore. Oh, I see a little one dancing, and you got a little somebody.
I know,
Did
I
you see
know.
her?
That's why I muted. Yeah.
Dancing.
Wait, she wants to, okay. Yeah. She's like, can
I
you,
agree, -0.
what?
He
I
said,
look like a snack? Okay.
well, that I
Thank you.
wasn't agreeing with. Oh, that was OJ. -0 said, Christy don't have to do much at all. You look great.
Everything in life is a matter of attitude. That's my motto. And I always say it, and I have it tattooed. And it's true. Like, it's life. If something bad is gonna happen, you're gonna be mad, sad. You're gonna go through things, but how you approach them makes a difference.
Very much.
Absolutely. And it's not easy. It's not easy in any situation to force yourself to have a good attitude just to get through it, because in the moment it doesn't feel like that's what's going to happen.
And the thing is here, it's first, Mexican culture is, I think, I don't know, like maybe I'm wrong, but like it's people here don't get divorces like it's very
it's like it
rare
used
to
to
find
be here.
someone that like, oh, I've been divorced twice and I'm gonna get married for the third time. No, like people here stick together hating each other, or they get divorced and they stay single for the rest of their lives, or something weird like that. That's Mexican culture. So it's not very common. So that's one. And two, my daughter, for example, and she listens, but she doesn't understand. Now, after almost 2 months, she's having problems emotionally. She's been going to therapy, and like it took time for her to realize that it's the truth, that he's not coming back. And they called me from school yesterday and the day before, and she's not in a good place, and I hate him for that.
Yeah.
Because I have to be here for me and for my kids, and that's okay. I'm the mom, but like, where are you, motherfucker? Like, help me with the kids,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
And he
Not
doesn't give
only
a
the parent that goes through the grief.
That's what happened when my brother's wife, at the end of 2020, she cheated on him with his best friend, and then left him and married him, divorced my brother, and left the kids and everything. And the kids are just, they don't even want to go to their mom. You know, like now it's a couple of years later and they have like a whole arrangement and everything. Elena wants to. She's younger though, so I think she wants to be around her mom. But Liam's 11 years old. He is fully aware of what happened. They went from calling him Uncle Jared to not wanting to see him at all.
Hey, Vic.
Oh. I'm listening.
So,
I'm listening, Jen.
it's just it's a sad thing to see. You know, I never wanted the kids to have to go through that. My brother and I, like, I'm telling you, like, our parents should have never gotten married. They should have never had children. They should have never done the whole thing, because they fought and argued. Even to this day, my dad would probably find something to argue with my mom about.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't split up until I was 22. And you know, my brother was 19, and we were raised to know that that's not okay. Thank you, -0. And it's not okay. But my dad got really like angry at us kids for having feelings about it. It's none of your business. It doesn't concern you. Well, yes, sir, you just destroyed this entire family. It certainly concerns us. And to this day, at, I don't know, I don't even know how old he is. I have not had contact with him in years. I think he's like going to be 66 or 67. But to this day, he still does all of the things that are why none of us talk to him. Like he drinks, he drugs, he's rude, he's racist. He's like all of the things that he's just a bad man. And I don't even know how I got to that part. But it was, oh yeah. So Jeffrey and I had fully formed opinions, and we were like, no, it's not okay. I mean, I'm the one that physically had to remove him from the house because once I found out, I've caught him cheating. And once I found out and I was 100% sure, I woke up like a couple days later and he decided he had told my mom he was leaving her. And so I looked at her and I told her what was going on and with who, because he was cheating with the bartender at the bar we both drank at, which is like, you're stupid. I'm going to catch you.
Exactly.
And so for that whole week, once I called him out on it after he did what he did to my mother, he then felt that it was okay to continue like that whole week out every night with this woman till 2, 3 a.m., then come home and crawl back in bed with my mom. And I would listen to her cry and cry and cry. And I was like, he didn't come home that Friday. And I remember Saturday morning, it was like 7 a.m. and I heard the tires hit the driveway at the front of the house. And I was down and at the garage, literally in a wife beater and panties, just like looked at him and I'm like, what are you doing? Where you been? And he's like, he gave me the crap, like, this is my house, blah, blah, you can't do it. And I'm like, no. I'm like, Jeffrey and I both agree, considering we pay the bills here, you haven't been paying bills here to help us, even though it's in your name for a very long time, that you need to go. And if you don't like it, well, I will call the sheriff's department. And of course, he was always very physical with me, so he came at me and I handled that. And I called the bar. I was so angry, and I was young.
Link's pinned, Anya. Link's pinned. I wasn't watching this stream. Where am I supposed to run it back to?
Drank at, which is like, you're stupid. I'm gonna catch you.
Exactly.
And so for that whole week, once I called him out on it after he did what he did to my mother, he then felt that it was okay to continue like that whole week out every night with this woman till 2, 3 a.m., then come home and crawl back in bed with my mom. And I would listen to her cry.
And these women thought I needed their Facebook account to get information from them? These women think I needed to be friends with them on IG to get information from them? All you have to do is drop a link, and they tell you everything. It's even in the stream where Juniper told everybody that she lived above a pizza place. I never doxed her. She ran around telling everybody that I was doxing her. But if you listen to this panel, Juniper says the pizza place. And she talks about it all by herself. I didn't dox Juniper. Never have. I didn't dox Christy. I never have. I have hidden panels that I was in charge of. I was very, very careful on hiding panels to protect these two. They just don't ever shut the fuck up.
and cry and cry. And I was like, he didn't come home that Friday. And I remember Saturday morning, it was like 7 a.m. and I heard the tires hit the driveway at the front of the house. And I was down and at the garage, literally in a wife beater and panties, just like looked at him. And I'm like, what are you doing? Where you been? And he's like, he gave me the crap. Like, this is my house, blah, blah. You can't do it. And I'm like, no. I'm like, Jeffrey and I both agree, considering we pay the bills here, you haven't been paying bills here to help us, even though it's in your name for a very long time, that you need to go. And if you don't like it, well, I will call the sheriff's department. And of course, he was always very physical with me. So he came at me and I handled that. And I called the bar. I was so angry. And I was young. I was 22. And I called the bar because I knew she was working. And I'm like, I hope you're happy. I said, because you effectively helped destroy this family. I would go, it was hanging on by a thread, but this isn't how it should have went down. And I think you're a disgusting human being. And I hung up the phone and my dad came out and grabbed me. And that was it. My brother came out, removed him, threw his stuff out, and that was that. And it's sad. It was sad as adults. And we think that kids just accept it and learn to adapt, and they do. But it definitely emotionally, it does. It affects them.
It does.
And
A lot.
it's sad, but I think if it happens when they're younger, they can grow up and not necessarily accept it, but learn to understand it, versus being an adult and being like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes. I was analyzing it because, it's true. Like my kids, my boys, 21 and 18, they were, I've said it before, they were like, you should have done it a long time ago. And they loved their father. It's the same father. Of course, I was married for 22 years. But they lived through everything. And they were the ones that were not happy, but understood that I made the right decision. And they don't want him back. They don't want him back. I'm dealing with my daughter because she's a daddy's girl. And I felt very guilty a lot of days because I want to take that pain away from her, but I can't. Jersey, why? Now you need a real cigarette?
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
OJ, do you have the munchies?
She told me like 2 weeks ago we were going to sleep because she sleeps with me. Since this happened, and I'm not gonna force her to go to her bedroom yet.
She's where she feels safe.
So has anybody heard for this panel to be ended yet? We're 44 minutes, almost 45 minutes in. Has anyone in chat heard anyone say take this panel down? At all?
Exactly. So we were laying down watching TV before going to sleep, and she turned around and said, "Mom, do you have your phone?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Can I send my dad a voice note? And I said, "Yeah." So I never talk bad about him with her. So I gave her the phone and she sent him a voice note, and she's 8, but she's so fucking funny. And she's like, in Spanish, of course, she's like, Daddy, I miss you. I cannot go to sleep. I miss your farts.
That's so funny. That's
Okay, did anybody hear that? Because a couple days ago, Christy said her daughter was 6.
I gave her the phone and she sent him a voice note, and she's 8, but she's so fucking, she sent him a voice note, and she's 8, but she's so fucking funny.
I don't know if there is confusion between English and Spanish, or if she's speaking Spanglish. But didn't she say 8? Because I know her daughter's 10. I know how old her daughter is. Her daughter's 10 years old. I was not doing panels 4 years ago. When her daughter was 6, I was in chat of panels of catchers. Yeah, I said 4 years ago. Because she said her daughter was 6 years old. And if her daughter is currently 10, that would make her daughter 6, 4 years ago. So yes, I did tell her the panel happened 4 years ago, not 2 years ago. Because if you really want me to be specific, I will show you when this panel happened. This panel that Christy said was 2 years ago. When I said, no, it wasn't 2 years ago, it was 4 years ago. Look, I don't have panels from 4 years ago. These are my panels. And if you look very closely, this one right here, and you go down, Christy was absolutely correct. This panel was almost 2 years ago. But she couldn't even keep her story straight. Because 2 days ago, I had her saying the panel was 4 years ago. Because she doesn't even know when it happened. So yeah, I do kind of like to throw little curveballs in there. Because I'm a cunt. Sorry. But when you're going to accuse me of CP,
And she's like, in
you better have all the facts.
Spanish, of course. She's like, Daddy, I miss you. I cannot go to sleep. I miss your farts.
that's so funny. That's adorable.
I started crying. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, he deserves everything. She wants to send him 1,000 voice notes. He deserves them.
That's adorable. Kids are funny. They do say the funniest things.
Hold on, I'm here, but my son is here asking for permission to leave. Do we? Son is here.
Adorable. Kids are funny. They do say the funniest things.
Hold on, I'm here, but my son is here. She wants to send him 1,000. I started crying. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, he deserves everything. She wants to send him. I started crying. He deserves everything. She wants to send him 1,000. But yeah, he deserves everything. She wants to send him.
Whoa, wait a minute. This is the man that she tried to poison. This is the man that she told the community was abusing her. And he was the cause of her being an alcoholic because of their bad relationship. But he deserves everything. He deserves everything good. Huh. I don't know. If it was my child, I wouldn't think he deserved anything. I wouldn't wish anything good on him if he abused me and beat me as bad as she claimed. I would not be on panels telling people to go to hell. I would be protecting my child and telling him to go to hell. But he deserves everything.
1,000 voice notes. He deserves them.
That's adorable. Kids are funny. They do say the funniest things.
Hold on, I'm here, but my son is here asking for permission to leave.
I'm not in the chat. So what's up, everybody?
Whoa. Who is this person? Who is this person? Who is that? No way. Weren't they just making fun of the way Laura looks? Weren't they making fun of Becky with a 3? Dude. No way. Is that the same person? Well, son of a bitch.
Hi, Kodiak. How are you? I just
I
saw
thought I
that.
lost my mic. I can see
Well,
your
it was
mouth.
quiet. But I know, I thought so too. And I didn't. How long has that banner been there?
Oh, I just now did it.
I thought,
Like 2 seconds ago.
Eloy. Sorry.
Anyway,
My son was talking to
I'm
me and
gonna be in and out a lot,
I
so
know.
I'm gonna let you ladies enjoy the show.
Hi, Kodiak.
oh wait, you know what? I'm not even gonna.
Now, when I told everybody that after I stopped being friends with these two, that the reason why I was popping so many panels with them is because they were DMing me, telling me that they were bored. and they wanted a panel. They called me a liar, and they said, "No, we never told you we were bored. No, we never told you that we wanted you to pop a panel." Really?
So yeah, that's the drill over here.
I was sitting here like, okay, and my camera was off. Oh, steak sounds so good right now.
Do not lose your steaks, Jersey. Do you know that story, Jen?
No.
I'm sorry, Jersey, but I'm gonna tell it. He made hamburger patties, and
wait.
I
Keep
don't know how
going. I
many.
think I do know.
For example, I don't remember if it was like 6. I'm gonna say 6. He made 6. He grilled them and everything, and he ate 2. And the next day, it was for dinner. And the next day, he wanted to have one for lunch, and he till this day, I think he hasn't found them.
I think I remember when that was what? That wasn't very long ago.
Oh my god! And I'm like, you need to learn.
That
Oh
was
yeah,
like
hamburgers
months
with
ago.
like a month.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like a couple
Like
of
3
months.
months
Yeah, I remember it happening. I remember
yeah.
the joke.
They're still missing. Oh
I
my god,
know.
maybe you ate
I
it.
remember. Yes, I remember asking a couple days later. If Jersey found the burgers yet? Hamburgers with lots of wine.
And I'm like, look in the trash, in the fridge, in the freezer.
You know, just wine goes with every.
I know, like, where could you possibly leave burgers and forget them?
If you have pets, maybe they eat them. Yeah, that was funny. But if it doesn't stink, yeah, somebody ate them, or you threw them away and you don't remember. Savvy's working, so she's moving, and she comes and goes.
She's in and out of service.
Yeah.
What is?
Oh, I'm bored and they wanted a panel, so here you are.
Yes.
Well, I think you
Anybody
said
can come up.
we're all just bored, and you said, "Fine, I'm not going to say it because I'll get clipped." But
Yeah,
then
don't.
you were there. Yeah, no, I know better.
I said,
don't.
fine, I'll pop it.
Let her. There you go. She
Yeah.
But if I said that, it would come out very wrong.
Yeah. I was bored and still have 3 hours to go before I go to my friend's house for a while. Why, Kodiak? Come on. Who moans?
We're having.
I was so bored that I was rewatching myself from last night at Bill's panel. That's how.
She did. I was working, and Krusty said I was at home in the kitchen when this was going on. And that this panel was all my fault. Yep, that's what she said.
How bored I was.
I didn't even. What time did Bill go live? What time was this panel?
Oh, you were not there?
What time was it?
It was like a 10. Well, 10 my time. It's 4.
Maybe I was there.
And
that's early. That's only 7.
It's 4 o'clock, Jersey. Here.
Oh wait, no, 10 your time. It would have been
Wait a minute. So this isn't a dox. Everybody knows that Juniper lives on the East Coast. And Christy lives in Mountain Time because she's in Mexico. And she's told everybody where she lives. So if it's 10 o'clock Christy's time, what time does that make it for Juniper? Is that 7? Is that 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.? Because I thought that was more like, I don't know, midnight.
Never mind, I went the wrong way. It would have been 1 o'clock here in the morning. No, I definitely missed it.
Yeah, it was funny because Colfax and Sam and FCC and Sabby were there.
Nice. I went to
Yeah.
bed just a little too soon.
So wait a minute. Because I said midnight, does that make me a liar? Fuck. I totally forgot we were supposed to be 100% dead on or not say anything at all.
I was messaging because I'm talking with somebody else last night, and somebody in Gilded said something, and I was like, yeah, it was like 11:53, and then I was like out. I didn't even say goodnight.
Yeah. Oh, because Sabby said she was going to sleep, and then you said you were going to sleep, and then she popped up at Bill's, and I'm like, weren't you going to sleep? Well, nope.
Yeah, I went in my room and just that was it. I was out cold.
I slept a very long nap yesterday afternoon, so I woke up at 9:30 p.m. and like with not tired at all, so that's why I went to
Wide
bed.
awake.
Yeah, so I went to bed at 1 o'clock, but I woke up at 6, and I'm here. Yeah, FCC. Yeah, I like FCC.
I do too.
I like people with very, very, like, even if they have it very hidden, but they have a heart.
Right, exactly. I was thinking about that, and you said it. Thank you.
Mhm.
And it's when you're and I don't want to say the wrong thing here.
Wait a minute. FCC has a heart? Didn't he get up on a panel and say that he was a pedophile? But FCC has a heart? Didn't FCC get up on a panel and say that his wife died in a car crash? Yes, Matt. Do you want to hear it? I can play it for you. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
FCC is a pedophile. FCC is a pedophile. FCC is a pedophile.
Do you think I'm lying now? But FCC has a heart. I was friends with FCC for a long time. But FCC has a heart. His wife died in a train crash. Or, sorry, a car crash. Oops, sorry. That must be considered a lie. My apologies. I have to be honest. FCC said that his wife died in a car crash because he wanted to outwit Mitch. FCC got on a panel and said,
FCC is a pedophile. FCC is a pedophile.
but he has a heart.
I
Yeah.
just think it's easy. It's pretty easy to judge most, not judge, but to tell who's got one in there and who's just trolling.
Yeah, because I've never seen his face, for example. I don't know if anybody
Mhm.
has, but I haven't. But and he's always trolling, but he has, like, he does have, apart from his new username and that part of that story that I do not approve,
Right. Right.
he has a moral compass. Like, he knows how much deep to go, and when you have him on panel, he has very good conversations with people. I like.
Oh yeah, clown. You're totally right. I mean, be kind. Oops. That was another lie. I'm sorry, clown. My apologies. Yes, be kind. You are correct. That is a clip of what FCC said. What he said was, he ran around complaining that the other side kept calling this side over here on panel pedophiles. But they weren't calling them pedophiles, they were calling them predators. And if you look up the definition of a predator, it is not a pedophile. A predator is someone that manipulates and uses other people to gain something, no matter how wrong or how evil. And that's the best way I can explain it without pulling up the dictionary right now. But since the other side was calling them predators because of all the crap they did and all the crap they pulled, FCC got up on a panel and said FCC is a pedophile. Yes, you are all correct. FCC is a pedophile. But does anyone know who FCC is? Matt C., you don't know who FCC is? Do I need to bring up his picture? Hold on a second. I think I actually have it right here. Which panel is it on? Definitely not that one. Here it is. Okay. This person right here, this picture, this is FCC. What FCC said was correct. FCC is a pedophile. It was a transvestite that went on to a dating app and met a minor child, which was a decoy, and got caught. And that is what FCC was saying. If you really want to know.
Like how he talks and how he
Yeah.
thinks and everything. He is coherent. So yeah, I
Yeah.
like him.
Exactly, Jersey. Exactly.
Yes, Jersey, exactly. And BG, that I say BJ, Also, like, he's the only one that has permission to curse me out in Spanish because it's an inside thing as Mexicans.
Right.
He's the
Right.
only one, and I don't get mad. But if anybody else does it, oh, hold on.
Gosh.
But it
FCC ran around for I have no idea how long, pretending to be a pedophile. His PFP was a pedophile. He supported catchers. And he dragged the fuck out of Jeff. And when he got bored with Jeff, he went to Mitch. Now, back when I first met Mitch, FCC sent me a YouTube clip. And I called Mitch out for being a pedo sympathizer. Because FCC sent me a clip of Mitch. He has been after Mitch ever since. He found Mitch in another community, and he has been trolling the fuck out of him ever since. He has this weird, sick obsession with Mitch. I don't know why, but he does. Hold on, Bobby. Give me a second, don't move. But for some odd reason, FCC decided to create an obsession with Mitch. It's weird. But he has fun with it.
it depends on who it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
What?
Warbot is here. Fully embracing his newness. Indomitable. Incomparable. Wonderful clown bot. Hi, Bingo. Bingo's the mom. We have nothing exciting to talk about today.
Nothing.
Oh my God. Juniper is finally speechless. Holy shit.
I wish I was younger.
Same.
Sorry.
I took a lot, obviously, when I drank, but there were obviously times I didn't drink, and I would still go out. I used to love to go out dancing with the girls. Just go out and, or even just go to the coffee shop and just, you know.
FCC sent me a clip of Mitch. And Mitch was having a panel of where he was exposing predators. But I didn't get the whole stream. I only got a short portion of it. And Mitch was up there with a woman talking. And they were talking about predators. And he felt, I don't know, to me at the time it sounded like he felt bad for an 18-year-old that was being accused of being a predator. But I only got a small clip of it, and FCC said this guy is a predator sympathizer. So I took FCC's word for it, and I got on panel, and I called Mitch out for it. So we went to Mitch's stream, and we were trying to pull up his panels, but he hides them. So I couldn't prove either way, but I never told anybody that the reason why I was calling out Mitch, it was actually because of FCC. And I was an idiot.
I don't go out a whole lot anymore. Well,
So
definitely
it's
not the bar.
Clownbot, Warbot.
Yes. He's embracing his. They trolled him and he's embracing it, and it's hysterical. I don't know who said it. I don't remember.
How did I miss
They
that?
kept calling. Oh, I know.
Yeah. I got played by multiple friends, so-called e-friends, that I was supposed to be able to trust. I got played several times.
Because they kept calling him Clownbot, and I don't remember whose stream, but it was somebody's, and
So that's why he made that video.
Yes.
The birthing of clown. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the birthing of Clownbot.
It's funny. Savvy, are you listening?
No, Anthony, there is no poor Sabby. All of my actions were my own. I did them. Nobody forced me to. Nobody tied me down. All of my dumb actions and behavior was my fault. There is no poor Sabby.
I am listening. What up?
Okay, talk to Jen. I have to go to the bathroom.
You asshole.
Yeah, I
I
probably
might
lose
end
my.
up just.
Yep, like right-ish now. It's okay. I'm gonna do that.
But going back to why we are all here, this panel has been running for 57 minutes and 54 seconds, and I have a question for chat. Has anybody heard anyone on panel ask me to take this panel down? It has been almost an hour. I have not fast forwarded. Y'all can tell there's no skipping, there's no editing, there's no nothing. Has anyone at all, after an hour in, asked me to take this panel down where Christy's daughter was on camera? I was driving. Christy said I was in the kitchen. And this goes on for 4 hours and 45 minutes and 44 seconds. And not one person asked me to take this panel down. But Christy said this was my fault. It was all Sabby's fault. Christy takes absolutely no blame for this whatsoever.
Questions?
No, Matt, that's what I told you. She never asked me to delete it. She never asked me to edit this video. All she said was private it. I chose to edit it and hide this from the community because I didn't want Christy being attacked. When I was notified what was going on, I took the panel down and I edited the panel. But not until hours after. And just in case y'all haven't noticed, how many views did I get on this panel? Can you all see this number? How many views did this stream get? This isn't how many views the stream has now. Because if I hit refresh, this may go up and increase. 706 people saw Christy's daughter when I privated the stream. 706 people. And Christy said that she knows of 4 people that have taken clips of her daughter. How many people do you think actually may have clipped Christy's daughter? There are 706 views. And she's laughing and talking about air fryers and coloring books and going out with the girls and how much positivity and good her husband deserves. No, Matt. Christy never asked me to remove that clip. I removed that clip on my own. But I'm the person that she's going after, and I'm the person that she's attacking. But there were 706 people that saw her daughter while she's up here smiling and laughing.
I turned into really only yeah, said what was really on my mind. New language.
What
We are
happened
1
to
hour
Savvy?
in. Oh, there
She
she goes. She's
roboted out
laughing.
again. She was saying something too, but I have no idea what it was.
And she's still laughing. 706 views. And she's mad at me. And I hid this stream for a year. Not one person on panel has said anything. They're not talking to chat about what happened with Christy's daughter. They're not informing me at all. But this was my fault, Christy? You're still laughing.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Robot is
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Savvy's new language. Yeah,
Sorry,
we all have accents here. Kodiak, myself, Savvy's a robot. Oh, here she is. Shut up.
Yes, stop talking about her. I almost want to say that that's Locke doing that because it sounds like his sound word. He would get some new good clips from that. But I'm a robot.
No, Junie, I was in the kitchen, remember? Remember, Christy? I was in the kitchen the whole time. I knew everything. I saw everything. This was all my fault, remember? That's what you two said? Christy called and reported me because this was supposed to be all my fault because I was in the kitchen and I know everything. Sabby is all seeing, all knowing, all recording. Except everybody's giving me shit because this was my panel. I didn't record somebody else's panel. I didn't save somebody else's panel. But Sabby knows everything, so this is all her fault.
She is speaking your language, Combat.
Oh my God. Jersey. Hold on. I'm going back to a message, a comment. Don't. It's not worth it. Like,
Yeah,
it's difficult.
I agree.
It's difficult for me to see it because I really like, not really, I like him, but he has.
No, Ian. I don't know how to turn on sub-only mode. Nania does it for me. It's all Nania's fault.
Problems, and maybe I do too, like whatever, but nobody's gonna change his mind. It's impossible.
I was just gonna say the same thing. There's absolutely no reasoning with him.
Yeah, there's no point. You're gonna get more pissed. So, nah. Sabby, can you please
Sabby.
return?
Yeah. Can you land the spaceship and come back to Earth?
She cursed me out. She cursed me out. Yeah.
That's okay, Becky. I prefer sub-only mode on. I just didn't do it. Nice try, Ian. It's not my fault. It's Ian's fault. He did it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I feel like I'm watching like 1980s ET.
No, you know what it sounds like is when Carol Ann's at the TV and it's making noise in the poltergeist. It just creeped me out.
She'll be back with a normal voice, I think.
Yeah.
Poltergeist. Yes, Bill. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one that was like this in the stairs? Like
No.
going up?
Do you remember it was it the 80s? Was it the late 80s? We were little. Because you and I are the same age. But it was a scary movie with the little blonde-haired girl. And the poltergeist was in the TV. Debbie. Will you stop fiddling with your phone while you're driving? No, she did. She went into the TV. That's what happened. It's been so long, but the noise just reminded me of it. Zip!
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day.
What up, my bitches? Holy cow, Sabby.
Sabby, please make me a whatever here so I can mute you. I don't want to listen to you. Oh, my son.
Oh. 1982, that's right. I probably didn't see it until I was, I don't know, I was allowed to watch scary movies way too young.
It got very quiet.
It did. But I was looking at, it's Cat said, Sabby, please mute. And I'm looking at StreamYard and she's muted.
Hey, Bill.
And we still heard it. Now she's gone.
Oh my God, my son has me all nervous. He asked,
¿Por qué?
he because he wanted a ride to a mall, and I've been trying to like get him out of the house because he has like, he's very homey and he's 18 and he has like friends and whatever. So
Kodiak. Hello.
he has a driver's license like since he was 16, but he doesn't drive or anything. So he took the driving class, everything. Like he can go out and have fun, but he's like, I have to push him. So I don't need the car till 7 and it's 4. So I told him, take the car because he knows how to drive, right? He took the classes and he has a license. And it took like 3 minutes for him to get the car out of the garage. So I was all nervous checking through the window. So yeah.
Yeah, Weston's not ready yet to drive.
But my oldest, he was like 14 and he wanted to drive, and I'm like, no, stop it. And he started driving at 16. That's legal here. And everything has been okay ever since. But they're different. They're very different.
I just saw y'all up on panel and I'm like, yay, it's actually a panel full of women.
Yay!
And nobody's bitching and screaming and fighting and hollering at each other and talking shit about everybody else. And it's like, holy crap.
Whole plan. Yep.
It's like feminine energy up here.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
you missed, how long have you been here?
Sabby wanted to go to a guy's panel because this was too much for her. We were talking about coloring books.
I need sport.
We had a serious conversation.
This is like baseball and football season, and you're all talking about coloring books.
Hey, my Cubs are winning though. We're winning. But it is the first of the season, so, come about mid-May, June, they'll start flagging off.
At this time, I was no longer hanging out with Sabrina. But Zippy was. And she still is. Zippy hangs out in everybody else's chats. I don't think Zippy knew what happened on the beginning of this panel, otherwise Zippy would have said something. I honestly, wholeheartedly believe that Zippy would have told me to take this down. I don't think she knew.
But, I'm hoping.
FCC.
Shut up, FCC, but it's the
menopause manner.
that was a good one.
I'm going through that.
And just in case y'all haven't heard it yet, FCC has been here in chat this whole entire time. FCC cared to DM me every single time he wanted to troll Mitch. FCC contacted me anytime he ever wanted to troll anybody, including NTF. But not once did he ever reach out and tell me what happened on this panel.
Too, like, apart from everything, I asked my doctor, like, can I be going through that at 42? And he laughed
Oh yeah.
at me.
Girl, I went through it at 23.
Oh, fuck me.
I started at 28, and then I had my surgery when I was 35. No, 34. Not quite 35, and I'm still going through it. And I'm only 40.
We're going on to menopause. FCC is still in chat. Not once did that man notify me that this panel had to come down. Not once did Juniper say this panel needed to come down. Not once did Christy say this panel needed to come down. I wasn't notified.
42. So yes, it
God.
can happen at different stages for women. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but why everything at the same time for me? Can
Stress
like I
probably brought it on. Stress probably triggered something with your hormones and
Oh, yeah, 100%.
said, here,
Yeah.
why don't you deal with this shit too?
Yeah, right? Bring it on.
Every time sorry, go ahead.
No.
Every time
I'm just naturally a bitch.
See, I can be. I mean, I totally can be. I'm not gonna lie, but I try not to be for I don't know why, what reason, really. But I lost my train of thought on the other thing. What were we talking about?
Goldfish.
Yeah.
Yes, honey. When Christy screamed out to you and told you that she is so sorry that this is all Sabby's fault, and this is not what she is trying to do to you, because she misses her lock, and this is all my fault, is what Christy told you. Yep. Christy lied.
Ding.
See, that happens too when
Just keep
menopause starts.
swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
That's so
No,
funny.
I know I'm just naturally a bitch because I ain't had my goodies since I was 29.
Christy lost her locksmith, and it's all Sabby's fault. 706 people got to see her daughter, and it's all Sabby's fault. Wait, am I supposed to tell people that I'm lying if I'm fake crying? Fuck my life.
They done ripped all my shit out.
I had endometriosis. So
Yeah, so did I.
when they diagnosed me with endometriosis, I was 31, and they told me that I probably that had probably been the problem all of the years that I had
Uh-oh.
struggled since I was a teen.
I'm in trouble.
And
FCC, 20 years.
No, I was just going to say
Well,
right quick, can you clip that, just that small snippet of last night, just the drugging part, not, we don't need to see it all, but I see Matt didn't see it last night, and I noticed all day today, no matter, who was talking, nobody else heard it. So, it was never mentioned. Everything else was mentioned, but not that. So I just want to make sure that everybody's getting it first-handed, not just what everybody's saying in chat now. You know what I mean? Because of course they didn't address it anywhere today.
Not what I've been telling people.
Right, but so I'd like Matt to see first-handed of the snip where she talks about drugging her husband and then just cackling it out forever. I mean, and said she doesn't regret it.
I have a question. Do you remember the timestamp?
Oh, hell no. No. I mean, I can go back and look. Is it still up?
Yeah, they're all
I
still
guess
up.
if you don't want to do it, he can go back and look if it's still up.
Let me see.
I mean, I know, not Matt C, but I know they seen it. Come on, they're just not going to address it because it's a real bad look. I mean, just like this, they won't act like this happened tomorrow now.
Oh yeah. None of them are going to know that I did this. None of them are going to admit to
Right,
what
they're not
really
going to
happened.
admit it, but you can
No.
rest your ass. Some of them are in here. No, it's not. I mean, we put it out on Japs. They seen it that you were going live.
Was that FCC that was asking her? Just saying.
I don't know. I mean, it was on.
No, you cannot buy anything.
Wasn't it on Nunez last night?
Right. So that you can't get
Well,
was
they-
it or what? Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Nunez last night.
Stopped drinking.
And you
He
jumped up
opened
and
his
played
own
that panel.
business. Like we are doing so great because alcohol did like he couldn't do anything. He drank a lot.
Yeah, it just puts you out. You can't really do anything. That's right.
Or kids.
Or
no,
kids.
Drew
Exactly.
likes to flirt with the specific.
What's it?
He's a sweetheart.
Like a sweetheart.
Talk about my mama.
Don't get me started. Come on, cat eyes. Sure thing. Of course she does.
What up, Brian?
I hope you feel better tomorrow. So that dude.
Degree.
Has yes. I took a shower. I don't know, but 6 hours for them to deliver. Yes. I'm happy now.
Oh my God, she had to notify us 21 minutes into a panel that she had to wait 6 hours for something? But she couldn't tell everybody that her daughter was topless? Are you fucking kidding me?
Come on, Red Hood, come on up.
Red Hood wants nothing to do with your crazy ass.
Thank you, CCC spokesman. Your name is too long. I'm going to say CCCSAC something.
Where do you think Spokes got his fucking name from, you dumb cunt?
Yeah, I haven't picked a new name out for him yet.
I know I want. Can you just tell us like a little shorter nickname?
Maybe I'll just start calling him Spokes.
Yeah, I like it. Spokes. Woman.
Virgin.
With grown kids. Well, no. I'm like serious that I don't have a husband, that I just say I have a husband and I really don't because he's never home.
Wasn't there something about like you making a special kind of cocktail for your husband that
Oh yeah.
may or may not have made him sick?
No, not sick. No, he stopped drinking. He drank like a lot.
No, that's not it. No, you were telling a story about. Didn't you poison someone?
No, people started writing that I poisoned my husband because, like, if you.
Oh my God, can Christy strike me for this?
Like everything, the details out. Yes, it could sound that way, but he knows, like, it's not a secret, and I did not poison him. He drank like from Wednesday to Sunday. He didn't have a job. I got pregnant 2 times during that 5-year period, and I got tired. I tried to leave him. I'm talking like my first 5 years of marriage. And I heard about this pill that if you squashed it and put it like salt in the food, people would like him would get like allergy symptoms if he tried to drink alcohol. So I did it, and he's been sober for 18 years.
Not once.
So like what kind of allergies are different? People sometimes like sneeze. Sometimes they get like a rash.
Not twice.
Well, the first time, because it happened 3 times for him to understand he had to stop drinking, and he didn't know at that time what I was doing. So he had 2 times it was rash, And the last time I did get scared, he had shortness of breath.
Yeah, right.
But the thing is,
Yeah. So what I said earlier about you trying to kill your husband is actually kind of, I mean, you didn't try to, but
no, and
it's
I
close.
came
No, not at all. She just almost made him stop breathing.
clean. But wait, that happened in 2006, and I told him last year.
Jeez,
we were having a
wow.
we were having a fight. I got separated. Not too long ago. We separated, and I
Yeah.
came clean, and I told him everything. Like, I don't want to keep secrets, so he knows. And he also knows that when he stopped drinking, he opened his own business. Like, we are doing so great because alcohol did, like,
Wait, what did she say?
when he stopped drinking, he opened his own business. Like, we are doing so great.
Wait, did she just say that they are doing so great? He stopped drinking and they were doing amazing. They were doing so great together. But this woman is accusing her ex-husband of beating her.
Because alcohol did, like, he couldn't do anything. He drank a lot.
Yeah. It just puts you out. You can't really do anything. That's right.
Yeah. So nobody can
Wow.
say anything because he knows.
Is
That's
this
why I
so?
said-
The pill or whatever concoction that you got from a curandera?
No,
is
they
it
sell it
something
at
like that you can only get
pharmacy.
in Mexico? Because Mexico, you
Yes,
can get stuff from
yes.
Mexico that you can't get anywhere else.
No, you cannot buy anything in the United States.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Mexico has
Everything
like
is watery. No, these ones, they're over the counter. You do not need the doctor's whatever. And they cost because my friends like keep asking me like, what are the names of the pills you gave your husband? I'm famous. They cost
You don't give your husband any fucking pills because he's a grown-ass man that can take a fucking Tylenol.
like 200 pesos. That's like $10.
It's nothing. Yeah.
And it has 30 pills, and it's one a day.
Wow.
So it's for a month.
And this woman invited Locksmith to move to Mexico with her so she could make him TV dinners. Oh boy.
You could put like rehabs and Alcoholics Anonymous and all of them out of business.
It's meant for that. Like people that want to get clean, take him. But he didn't want to get clean, so I did it.
Or you can drink, but you're gonna be drunk. You're gonna have a rash. You're not gonna be able to breathe.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. If I hadn't done that, I would have been divorced or in jail.
Yeah.
Because I would have killed him.
And do you see any ethical issues with because if you're like a researcher and you're conducting medical or any kind of research, you have to get permission from your the people that are going to participate in your study.
She is an English-speaking teacher. She is not a doctor. She does not know what kind of health conditions her husband may have had or can appear after taking medication that he wasn't prescribed or told to take, whether it's over the counter or not. All medications have symptoms, and they all have reactions, and they all can cause further harm. Like, I don't know, not breathing.
You know, you have to get permission from the granting researching agency. So, but you just kind of decided to experiment on your husband with no
With no medical license. Teachers don't get PhDs. Not a PhD. They can get a doctorate. They can get a master's. They can get a bachelor's. But I don't think that teachers, an English-speaking teacher, gets a PhD from Google.
signatures.
I read the book that in 2005 when you went inside a pharmacy, instead of Googling it, there's like a big thick book. So I just read everything that was written there, and I was like, okay, fine. Yeah.
From Google. Google taught this woman how to poison her husband to get him to stop drinking. And y'all wonder why I took my panels down. This woman is a goddamn fucking idiot. Jesus fucking.
Just keep talking. Just talk around me.
Yeah, Christy. Just keep talking.
So he
Here I am, alone, but happy. You keep talking, Jen. Sorry,
We're listening.
No, it's okay. I just lose my train of thought like easy. It's not you guys, it's menopause.
Oh no, locksmith. This isn't news to you. Because you actually had a crush on me, and I had a crush on you, and we were hanging out together, and then eventually we started dating. But a lot of people in this community don't know that this woman Googles how to kill her husband. These people don't know that let's see, we're at 1 hour and 11 minutes. So if I go back to 17 minutes and 43 seconds, nobody knows.
My daughter came from the shower. I'm sorry, people.
It's okay.
My daughter came.
My stickers from T-Coy. Well, no, not this one. Got my T-shirt.
Wearing mine right now.
My daughter came from the shower. I'm sorry, people.
It's okay.
Why didn't Google tell this woman that if her daughter appears topless on a web camera attached to the internet and 706 people? Like, seriously, dude, this number has not increased. 706 people saw her daughter, and she wants to blame me for it. But Google told her how to kill her husband.
Had a fibrocyst on one of my ovaries. They took that. And they put me on Lupron injections. And Lupron is a medication that's used for prostate cancer.
Thank God Locksmith is still breathing. Because he was the smartest man to never go to Mexico for a TV dinner.
In men. But apparently it's supposed to help at the time with endometriosis. There was no other treatments for endometriosis up until like recently. And So yeah, we just had to deal with it, live with it, etc. So I did
Yep.
my first injection, and it was 3 months, and I felt worse than I did before my laparoscopy. So I went back for my second injection, and I told her, I'm like, I'm telling you, it's back. These aren't working. It's back. And she said,
Ian, I can click anywhere in this. Look, 706. 706. 706. 706. You, sir, have not seen Christy's daughter topless. You do not count as number one. You may be number one in some streams, but you're not number one in this one from a year ago. Sorry, sir. Because I'm not a cunt that is going to expose a little girl to the world. But Christy and Juniper didn't give a fuck.
I did my first injection, and it was 3 months, and I felt worse than I did before my laparoscopy. So I went back for my second injection, and I told her, I'm like, I'm telling you, it's back. These aren't working. It's back. And she said, let's try one more round. So we did. And in February, I was having so many problems that she didn't even question it. She's like, that's it. You're almost 35. You're getting to the range where it's not safe anyway to try to have children, because they will make you, now they will do the operation on a young girl in her 20s, but they wouldn't do that before. They were like, no,
They
you're
did
still
me.
what else did you have?
And I'm older than you are.
I know. That's
Well, I've had
crazy.
endometriosis since I was 14, though.
And that's what they thought. I was 15, but they told me that I don't know why I can't have a conversation and keep my train.
I don't know, Juniper. Why do you always have to know everything? This woman is older than you, and she just told you. But you have to know everything. Except when to shut down a fucking panel.
No surgery. Because
Yeah, not the first one. And then they went back in, and she's like, all right, I believe you. Because when I first went to them, I'm like, I know that it's what's wrong. I know that, because they can only diagnose it clinically unless you have a laparoscopy, and they go in and see that it's actually there. So they went in and they got all but a very little bit, whatever we're talking about it, that was on my ureter.
And when I said, thank fucking God this woman cannot have kids, is because she's on a panel talking about her reproductive system and how she no longer has one. When they should have been shutting down the panel. I could have restarted the panel. I could have, I don't know, popped a private panel. At this time, Juniper wasn't confident in doing her own streams. I could have, oh dear God. We could have gone to IG. We could have gone back to Gilded. We could have gone into Discord. Why does she have to be on a panel talking about her reproductive system instead of shutting this shit down? How come nobody in chat is dropping the link for Grimy Bitch? Jesus fucking Christ. No wonder why I'm always joking, cracking fucking awful jokes. It's funny.
Where that's very unsafe to do any sort of laser surgery. So it then came back. I knew it did, but just the way I felt, because I felt okay for those 6 months-ish, better than I had been feeling. And I went back in. She's like, nope, we're going to schedule it. They scheduled it for June 3rd. And she said, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it all laparoscopically, or if we're going to have to cut you open like they used to have to do hysterectomy.
That's how they
And
did mine.
yeah, and that's how they did my mother's also. And luckily, I mean, it
There's
took them
only 2
7
ways to get
hours.
the
I
shit out.
had tumors in my cervix. I had tumors in my uterus. My ovaries had gotten very awful in those 6 months. And so I had to go in and have the full surgery. They removed absolutely everything. And then I had to follow up every 3 months for a year
Hmm.
to make sure, that. And I did HRT, which for me, I mean, it's not safe. I mean, it's such a high risk of breast cancer when you do it. But I was so young, and I'm like, maybe it'll help me feel like.
I'm
Because it
so
throws you.
sorry.
It
I'm so
starts to feel
sorry.
like it. But me, or that. And I did HRT, which
I am
for
so sorry,
me,
guys.
I mean, it's not safe. I mean, it's such a high risk of breast cancer when you do it. But I was so young, and I'm like, maybe it'll help me through it. So I had to go in and have the full surgery. They had tumors in my cervix. That's how they did my mother's also. And luckily, I mean, it took them 7 hours. I had tumors in my cervix. I had tumors in my uterus. My ovaries had.
Oh my fucking god. Now, in Tommy Boy's chat yesterday, this bitch was in there telling people that I was looking for sympathy because when I was being accused of looking everybody up in the community was looking me up. And they found my GoFundMe when I didn't tell anybody. I
I
don't
know that's
fucking
a
know
good
Tommy
topic,
Boy.
Savvy. So after I watched that again last night, I was, I had not given it much thought, especially like, when you kind of, and I do it too, so I'll admit it. I mean, when you're kind of in that circle and you want the narrative to be what you want it to be, you
God,
kind
you
of view
scared
it a
me. I didn't
different
realize
way.
you're still up here.
But, oh, sorry. But let's talk about the 5-minute cancer, right? So I get what you're saying. And am I understanding this right? And I'm trying to use my medical brain here.
Yes, please use your medical brain
So,
because mine
well,
is so
I really
fried.
don't know much about it. I don't know anything about cancer or anything like that. But this is what I heard. This is what I understood. And I'm not saying I've not drugged you for it because I probably have. But anyway,
Everybody has.
so
Except for
you
Locke.
went in, you had it removed. At the time of the surgery, you had no idea if it was benign or not, right?
No, the tumor that was in my appendix was not benign.
Okay. So when
That was a
they,
carcinoid tumor.
that's right. But did you know that when they went in to take it out? That moment?
No,
Okay.
I
So
thought I was
that's where I'm
having
at. So
appendicitis.
you went into surgery. They took it out. They took it out with the perimeter around and there is such so many centimeters, or actually it's actually millimeters. It's very small, but there is a
Margin.
around what they feel is suspicious, because at that point you still don't know it's cancer or not. And so they take a certain amount around it to, if it is cancer, then they can feel like they got it all. And so when the doctor called, you were trying to say it was a 5-minute scare, because when they got the test back, it did test positive. It wasn't benign. But because the perimeter
Margin.
was clear, would mean that thus you didn't have cancer, but you did have cancer. You just didn't know you had cancer. You only knew that you had cancer on the phone because they said it came back positive, but we believe we got it all. So you no longer have cancer. It's not that you never had cancer. It's just the amount of time that you knew. Am I right? I mean, am I
Felt like
close?
a 5-minute phone call.
Right. And so, right. So I get it.
When you're sitting on the phone and your doctor's telling you that you had cancer, but we cleared all the margins because when we removed the appendix, we saw some abnormality, and we sent it in for a biopsy.
Right. And so, no, you didn't know when you went into the surgery that you had cancer. You only found out you had cancer, but because they got the margin clean, and they test the margin, they make sure that that margin doesn't have any cells in it either. So then the likelihood of it spreading is very slim. It can happen, but very slim. Thus, in that same phone call, you found out you had cancer, but no longer had cancer within your body, but you did have cancer.
Yep.
Okay, I got it, because I get it. And so I just thought maybe nobody else is really hearing it because they've heard it on the dragon side so much that, you know what I mean, that you've already made another narrative with it. So I understand that. I get it. Yeah.
Because I suck at public speaking.
Right. I got it. All right.
But
I just wanted to clear it up because I really listened intense last night, like trying to see what you were trying to say. What was your real point? And that's what I took from it was, you were sick, you got it taken out. They knew that they had seen things that didn't look good, but they didn't know it was cancer until they tested it. The margins came out good. Thus, you no longer were with cancer. But you had been, just didn't know it very long. So
And
the same conversation, they said yes, and then they said they got it all, basically.
Yeah, and what was it? I don't know, 5-6 years later, I was already in this community, and I was notified that I had 5 more tumors. I have 1 on a kidney, 1 inside of another kidney, 1 on the outside of my 1 liver, and 1 on the inside of my 1 liver, because the human body only has 1 liver. Junie, fucking cunt. And I have 1 in my uterus. And when I was being tested, it took almost 5 months to find out that those tumors were benign. So in the middle of waiting to find out that those tumors were benign, I popped a GoFundMe, and I didn't tell anybody. And the GoFundMe said, I'm a single mom. I'm afraid I'm going to need help. I have not been diagnosed with cancer, but I have been diagnosed with tumors, and I'm afraid my cancer has returned. And that is what they are dragging me for, about the GoFundMe.
But you didn't even promote it here to be grifting off anybody here anyway.
Nope, my family didn't know. It wasn't on Facebook. It wasn't, my family didn't know. I didn't tell anybody in the community. They were accusing me of looking up people in the community when they were looking me up and found it. But I'm a liar.
Standard here. Well, that seems to be the standard. I mean, NTF sat over there and said she doesn't do all that nefarious shit, and that's been proven otherwise. So, sure does.
But you want to know who exposed it? Tommy Boy.
Well, that's
you want to know
him information so they don't have to eat the crow. You know what I mean? They want him to speak for them.
Before Tommy Boy got doxxed, Tommy Boy exposed it, a dox, announcing that people in the community have been looking me up without saying people have been looking me up. And the only person I ever doxed was Nanya. And since I did that privately in DMs, I guess according to Junie and Christy, and Christy's Google, that's not a dox. I don't know what fucking Google she's looking up. Because if you look up docs in Google, it says anytime that you are searching someone up and you use that information negatively, that is a dox. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole part of this community is crazy to me. I said that already. It's just crazy. I can take anything on the internet, keep it on the internet, and I'll do the same, but...
Yeah, no. hopefully I decide I don't want to keep playing my old panels because you guys are going to hear a lot of shit that I repeat about these people from my panels because I was listening.
Well, I mean, I think it's valid when they're clearly calling you a liar and you need to prove yourself otherwise. I mean, isn't that how it works?
No, I never wanted to prove myself innocent.
Well,
I
I
didn't
mean,
care.
well, I mean, tonight you needed to when she kept saying that you were at home. And I mean,
I was being
yesterday when I
accused of
confronted it,
possessing
her first
CP.
response was Savvy's panel. And I was like, but you're her mother. I mean, because I didn't know if you were driving her in the kitchen. I didn't know any of that. And
I
I
was
said,
being
so if Savvy
accused
knew
of
it and didn't
possessing
do it,
CP.
well, that's what I'm
Like,
saying. And so you need to defend yourself. Then,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't go around proving whether I'm lying or not because I have bad jokes and I am a horrible comedian. But I think I am fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but my thing is, Locke, if you're dragging somebody, then you probably should be prepared that you're going to be drugged. I mean, how do you figure not? But when it moves outside of that, that's the problem. That somebody's got so pressed and so butthurt that dragging on the internet moves into the next level of shit. That's crazy. Too far.
Like reporting me for possessing CP.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go to bed. I work
You working
tomorrow.
tomorrow?
I do.
I'm sorry.
I don't have to be there till 10:30, so I'm okay. But
Well, that's
I'm
not too
gonna
bad.
head out. No,
At least
no,
you're not stuck with that 6 a.m. shift.
no, no. I don't usually go too early. I mean, I do sometimes, but I don't. I'm PRN, so I just fill in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
God, it must be nice.
So I mean, somebody must have called off yesterday, and so I got a phone call today, and I thought, yeah, I better work. So I'm gonna head out and have a good night,
Okay,
guys. All right. Thanks for having me up.
no problem. Have a good night. Okay, let's see here. Lock, unhide all your panels. Nanya. I know that everybody wants these panels unhidden. But man, dude, we hide a lot of shit in these panels. Especially with these two dumb fucking cunts that can't shut their mouths. Just saying. There's a lot of people that have spoken about a lot of stuff on panels.
Gotten very awful in those 6 months. And so I had to go in and have the full surgery. They removed absolutely everything. And then I had to follow up every 3 months for a year to make sure.
And this bitch accused me of acting like a fucking victim. And she totally fucking forgot. I didn't tell anybody about my tumors. But this fucking bitch told 706 people. And she blamed me and accused me of victimhood? Stupid cunt.
That. And I did HRT, which for me, I mean, it's not safe. I mean, it's such a high risk of breast cancer when you do it. But I was so young, and I'm like, maybe it'll help me feel like, because it throws you, it surgically throws you into menopause. Like, hello, here you are.
Victimhood.
And it completely changes your life when you're not. I mean, and you were younger than I was.
Dude, every woman hits menopause. Stop playing the victim card. Remember? Stop playing the victim card.
So I couldn't imagine.
I'm reading Todd's Cash App comment. I love you all, but no more uterus talk, please.
Hey, we were talking about divorce earlier. Now we're talking about menopause. This is
And not one person mentioned a child on camera. Not one person notified me. Not one person sent me a DM until after this ended. A couple of hours later, I think maybe 6 hours after the panel may have been an exaggeration. I am sorry. Eon, that may have been a lie. I will give it a couple of hours after. Not one person notified me until a couple of hours after.
poor ladies.
Hey, Bray.
Hi, Bryden.
I'm
What's up,
still
Matt
on
Mom?
HRT, even at my age. And the one that
Mhm.
I've been on, I'll have to tell you about it, just not here.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I had 3 laparoscopics before I had to have my tubes blown out. And that
That's
just to have
crazy.
kids. And yeah,
I tried so hard, but I couldn't. That's awful.
you know,
You know what?
FCC,
FCC.
you'd be surprised. And then men wonder why we bitch and complain so much because, I mean, Christy knows and Sabby knows, but you know, my body has wreaked havoc with me, you know, since the day I was born. But men.
And I feel for you.
That's right, Bryden.
I'm sorry, guys. I did
Oh,
hide
do you
this
need one of
panel.
Dean's period belts?
Oh, yeah.
I did hide this panel, and no one needs to know about Zippy's personal info. I understand that I did unprivate this panel, and it is public. But I'm just going to leave Zippy out of this because she doesn't know what happened in the beginning of this panel. I'm not here to drag Zippy. She didn't do anything wrong. This was not Zippy's fault.
Yeah, we may get hurt sometimes, but you don't see us, for the most part, most of us, knock down, hashing it out on YouTube for everyone to see. I mean, I don't think anyone has an issue with me. I don't have an issue with anyone else. But from what I noticed, FCC is correct in his statement.
Yeah, he is. And sometimes he's harsh with his words, but they're true.
Yeah, he's just a real person. He doesn't sugarcoat it.
Exactly. That's what I like.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
It took time for me to understand and learn that you have to take it from who it comes from. So I appreciate him. I don't know him, but I know he's a real person and a human, and I've heard him, and he's not gonna write something to hurt somebody on purpose. I don't know if I'm making sense because
No, you're making 100% sense because I was talking to another.
I'm sorry, but I don't know if anyone else is getting PTSD from hearing this little girl in the background. I swear to God, that better have been the only time that she was up on this panel. Because I have not seen this panel. I found it in the beginning. Thank God it was in the beginning. But I swear to God, she better not show back up.
Person, a man.
This bitch still has not turned off her camera.
About kind of what's going on, about how people are intentionally saying things or taking things way, 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 way out of context just to piss somebody off, just to get a
Mhm.
reaction. Are you that bored in your own personal fucking time that you can't wipe your own ass, pick your own nose without everybody having to know what you're doing?
No, ma'am, I am not bored. No, ma'am, I do have a life. And I don't need the whole fucking world to see this goddamn fucking panel. But you know what? I was dragged out of my personal fucking life because I was being accused of possessing CP. And I'm gonna prove this fucking bitch wrong. Because I am going to protect myself, I'm going to protect Locksmith, and I'm going to protect my child. Because I am a mother that has never had her child accidentally walk behind her camera. And if y'all look at all my streams, my camera is on an awful lot. And my child was never seen. It ain't that fucking hard.
If you're going to go in there and shake your willy, if you'll dab it with toilet paper, I don't give a shit. We don't need to know if you have an issue with.
Rumsky, are you talking about the dude on the panel? Because that's not a dude. That's Zippity Doodah. Zippity Doodah, Zippity Day. My oh my. Y'all can go to hell. You know Zippy? Oh, you guys talking about this guy? I don't know. I'm watching the panel.
With something, let's talk about it. Don't make everybody else miserable. Because
Yeah.
it's come to the point to where this used to be where I would come for a soft place to land. And I no longer
Me
feel
too.
safe here.
Me either.
But I've been peeking in every now and then, and I saw y'all up here, and I'm like, woohoo! Fake hormones or not, it's feminine energy. And then I knew FCC would show up. You know, it's like a beacon for him.
FCC has been here the whole entire time. Pause. Are you coming up here, Ian? Because I don't hear my basement going off. What do you mean, pause? Of course Christy doesn't wipe her ass properly. You can probably watch her sniffing her fucking fingers.
And he's welcome anywhere that I go. Because, I mean, he can be like a class A troll, but then he can be the person that's going to understand and see the other side of the coin and stick up for you and help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks at things reasonably and logically.
And you have CC, like if you know that, like if you do something and understand that you were not correct or it was too much or whatever, you own up to it. That's what I like sensed.
I mean, a lot of us in this street.
She said something about coming, so I said pause. This is a women's panel. If anybody's coming, I don't want to continue watching this stream. Because on top of Christy's daughter being shown topless, Juniper has been shown bottomless. And I don't want to keep watching this panel. Oh, who's Fabio? So, Fabio never existed. Fabio is Sushi Cat. He would find a clip of this disabled guy, and the guy would come up on the panels, and he would chill and listen. So, technically, I guess Fabio was Mark.
Stream have been absent the last 3 and 4 days.
Absolutely.
Christy,
Yeah.
I'm glad you really weren't here over the weekend.
I took the weekend off too.
I listened to the important things, like not important. Nothing is important here, but like what I needed to know before coming back. It's sick. It's useless.
Vile.
It's division. It's useless before coming back. It's sick. It's
Yeah.
it's
Are these two literally saying that this community is sick and vile while they're allowing a stream to be viewed by 706 people? Seriously, Eon, what is that number? And don't tell me 705. But this community is sick? These women allowed a child, a 6-year-old child, I'm sorry, 8 years old child, to be seen by 706 people.
useless.
Vile.
It's division. It's no. So
Yeah.
staying where
I know
feel
I know enough to keep my ass out of it because it's not worth the mental and emotional stress.
maybe I
Because
had
frankly, it's none of our fucking business what somebody else thinks about us. So what's going on with everybody else on those panels and bitching and posting all this shit ain't got a goddamn thing.
Now, let me remind you guys in chat, out of the 59 viewers, Zippy does not know what happened in the beginning of this panel. Locksmith was working. He had no idea what happened in the beginning of this panel. I was driving, had no idea what happened in the beginning of this panel. Zippy is innocent. If you guys see her running around in chats, she is innocent and she does not need to be dragged just because she's up here. She did not know.
Thing to do with me.
exactly
every
like
time
now I'm a two-faced whatever, and I don't like I can be Christy Machete. Okay, I have a machete. I can be the smoking lady with kids in the house. Okay, I smoke in the kitchen. Like I can be a lot of things, but why am I two-faced?
You're right, Bat Mom.
I've always
You're
been
not.
straight with.
They
I
say
know
that because you express
Why is she two-faced? Why is she two-faced?
but why am I two-faced?
You're right, Bat Mom.
I've always
You're
been
not.
straight with.
They
I
say
know
that because
She's always been straight with people. She doesn't hide anything. She doesn't lie. She doesn't say Sappy was in the kitchen. She doesn't say that they never messaged me and said they were bored and needed a panel.
because you express your opinion and somebody
Yeah.
don't agree with it.
well,
It's not
shut
that
up.
we're two-faced.
Somebody.
We're a
Don't y'all think that after an hour and 24 minutes and 39 seconds, somebody should have expressed their opinion by now? 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 39 seconds. And this woman has not expressed her opinion about her own child. When in the hell did Christy pretend to be a catcher? Please don't tell me that was on another one of my panels. Please tell me that was on a locksmith panel.
opinionated.
Right. And that somebody is usually, sorry, a man that gets upset about it and then has something nasty to say.
Yep. Oh, I will go on now. I will
in
talk
this
to Nanya
community.
any time of the day.
Oh yeah, me too. I
None
love
is
Nanya.
a sweetheart.
Yeah,
I haven't
Nanya.
even been over there in a while.
And today is karaoke night. I hope I'm back by the time.
I'm going then. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we sing karaoke. I've been there for the last, I think, 4 Fridays. And
Until they gifted you an Amazon card and you went and got a freaking vibrator. And then you called them out for being sick for giving you an Amazon card. Eon, did you know about that? She was given an Amazon card, and what she chose to buy with that was not something to cover up her camera. She bought herself a vibrator. And then she lost the damn thing, probably up her ass.
And we sing. Horrible, but we sing.
I used to sing karaoke all the time. Like, it was kind of absurd. I went every single weekend.
Oh,
I'd
I
get out of
cannot
work
sing.
at the bar that I bartended at and would go to the one like two doors down, and they would have karaoke. I sang karaoke on a cruise ship and won like
Woohoo!
little contest. I've
Not me.
where else
Nope.
have I sang? That's like would
Nobody cares where you have sang, Juniper. Shut this shit down. Isn't that what Juniper is known for? I was DM'd that I needed to come up here and shut this shit down. Well, Juniper, no one gives two flying fucks where you sang. You're supposed to be a 41-year-old adult, because at this time you were both about 41, 42 years old, and you both should have shut this shit down.
is of any bars. Woo-hoo.
See, Todd's Cash App, that's why I taught college.
You know what, Todd? Sorry, Jen, again. But
Sorry.
that's a very good thing you just wrote. Last night I forgot somebody wrote something about that too, that I steal babies. And of course I'm a teacher. Everybody knows that.
Oh my god, because you told everybody you stole kids. You sat on a panel and told everybody you stole kids. I've already released that panel. Christy, you told everybody. You stole kids. That is why everybody is saying it. Because you told everybody that you got a kid illegally and gave it to a new family illegally, and then eventually it was legally adopted. And in the eyes of America, or I'm sorry, United States, that is illegal. That is stealing kids. That is purchasing and trading children. You stupid fucking cunt.
I'm a teacher. And aren't we supposed, like this community, like the both sides, coming from the catcher community to the panel community, we have that in common, even though this is just like shitty panels talking whatever, and like it has become garbage lately.
How are these panels garbage? Oh wait, I'm sorry. You didn't protect your own fucking child.
I don't know how to say it. In my journey of helping people, I've gotten two kids, like two different, a boy and a girl, in different years, that their moms didn't want them. One was the girl was 1.5 years, when literally like with the diaper and a shirt.
Wow.
She was 15. And the other one,
I don't know, Eon. Is poisoning your husband, stealing kids, or allowing CP to be produced? Because even if you are knowing or not knowing, but if you were involved in it at all, Christy, by turning on your camera and allowing 706 fucking people to watch your child, what do you think is worse?
the boy, There were 5 brothers, and me and 2 friends helped put all of them, the 5 siblings, in different homes, and 4 of them are legally adopted now.
Oh,
And the girl too. I'm the godmother
good.
of both. Because here the like doing it legally,
Yep.
it's garbage. Like
Yeah.
my student could have
Getting children adopted legally is garbage. I'm sorry, Pierre, but this wasn't the panel I was talking about. I recently released a panel where this woman went into details and said how it was illegal what she did. But this is good because then I don't have to go look for that one.
taken the baby to the what's it called when you don't want a baby?
Like an orphanage kind of thing.
Yeah,
Or, yeah.
and the baby would have grown without being adopted because that's how paperwork and shit goes here.
Yeah.
So the mother didn't want to, like, she didn't want the baby, but not want because she didn't have money.
Right.
But
She
she
just wasn't.
didn't want to keep her there and not
Yep.
have a life.
Exactly. Yep.
If Christy gave away 5 children, and if you listen to one of my panels, she said her daddy bought her house. Do y'all think? No. No, I promised I would not do that unless I laugh, and I don't think that's funny.
So I have a couple of friends. My friend got married, and he cannot have kids, and she cannot have kids, and they're only. He's an only son, and she's an only daughter, and like,
That's
they had
great.
been on waiting list for 7 years, and
Wow.
I gave him the baby, and we did everything legally, and
Yep.
now she's 7. That was 5 years ago.
Oh, why would you be picked on for
Look,
that?
I'm gonna show you a picture. Huh?
I'm like, screw. I said, why would you be picked on for that? Screw the people who have something to say. Like, you
Because I stole a
literally
baby.
gave them. Well, I mean, I guess technically, but you know,
This
you
is the
gave them
girl.
a
Hold
life.
on. Aren't we supposed to be here for the children? Point number 1. And 2, why do trolls, like, I don't get it. And 2, to be here for the children? But aren't we supposed to be here for the children? But aren't we supposed to be here for the children? Point number 1. And 2,
No, point number 1 should have been that you're here for your own child. You're not supposed to be on panels at dinner time. You're not supposed to be on panels when your child is up at 1 a.m. watching TV on a school night because you are on a panel. Point 1 should have been your own child on this panel. Point 2 should have been, aren't we supposed to be mature adults that take care of our children in the community to make sure they are safe? Jesus Christ.
why do trolls, like, I don't get it. Like, they think it bothers me or I'm gonna be afraid because
Community come over. You doxed Captain and Cooley. Why say you only doxed Nunya? Well, because Blue FOIA'd the video cam of Captain and Cooley being doxed. Matt, the morning after, replayed Blue's stream from the police department where Cooley Captain was doxxed on his panel. In front of hundreds of people. And then Edward grabbed Matt's panel and replayed it again. So by then, and the person I gave the information to was Jonathan. And Jonathan was in this community for a very fucking long time, and he was in all of those chats. So, yeah, community come over. I already apologized to Nanya. I doxed her. I saw her name and her info being released on JD's panel. I took the information and I followed the definition of doxing, and I went and looked her up. And then I gave Christy and Juniper the information. And Christy and Juniper took that information and gave it to Bill Powell and everybody else, which is how Susan got it. So yes, everything that is being done to Nanya right now would have stopped with JD if I would not have seen that panel and kept my mouth shut. And I apologize to her for that. That was my fault. I should have never given those women Nanya's information. And I'm kind of learning my lesson now on ever trusting those two women again. I was wrong. Eon, do not click clowns links. They will make you piss your pants. Just saying.
I told 2 stories about 2 kids that I did not sell because I did not get any money, but I did get them, and I did give them 2 loving families legally at the
And you can
end.
do that. You're in a different country.
Exactly. That's why I said, like, I got them from their families because they didn't want them.
Well, Locksmith, I trust you. I trust you with my life. I just wish I listened to you a lot more.
And what was I supposed to do? Leave him in the street? So I took him where I needed to take him, and they did everything legally. So now people attack me saying that I sell babies, and like I laugh about it and I don't care because like they can investigate and whatever. Like I'm even a
And do not clip that and add that to your soundboard.
witness, and I'm the godmother of those 2 kids, like legally. So what's the point of those people that some of them are not even trolls? They're, for example, Cap, that try to attack me with those things that are supposed to be good. I saved 2 kids, right?
Well, it's because they're not in Mexico. You know what I mean? And what it would be here, the equivalent of here, is taking a child and leaving it at the hospital, fire station, police station. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the equivalent. You are that safe space, like a hospital, police station.
But I can say that the fact that I'm doing this today, this here, this is Locksmith's fault because I did listen to him. He asked if more women would come up on panel. Not once, not twice, but Locksmith asked if a woman would come up on panel and give her opinion 3 times. And I probably would not be here today because I'd be too shy and still sitting in chat if I would have never gotten up on his panel. But I was so excited to talk to him.
fire station. That's what I see you as. I don't see you as somebody
Exactly.
who steals babies.
We don't have that. Yeah. Or that I poisoned my ex-husband. He knows about it. And I did not poison him. I gave him medicine for his alcoholism, and he thanked me. He has been sober for 17 years. And life would not be the same if he had not stopped. And he
I am so sorry for my background noise. But locksmith, does this sound like I'm in the kitchen? Just saying.
So now I'm the one who poisoned my husband, well, my ex-husband. And they
Whatever.
think it hurts. Well, I don't give a fuck. But they don't have nothing against thinking I'm the one who poisoned. So now I'm the one who poisoned my husband, well, my ex-husband. And they
Whatever.
Excuse me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? And now? We think. And now we think you poisoned your husband? Bitch. Hold on a second. Whoa. Did she really fucking say that?
think it hurts. And life would not be the same if he had not stopped. So now I'm the one who poisoned my husband, well, my ex-husband. It and put it like salt in the food. People would like him would get like allergy symptoms if he tried to drink alcohol. So I did it, and he's been sober for 18 years.
So like what kind of allergies are different? People sometimes like sneeze, sometimes they get like a rash.
He got well the first time because it happened 3 times for him to understand he had to stop drinking, and he didn't know at that time what I was doing. So he had 2 times it was rash, and the last time I did get scared. He had shortness of breath.
Yeah, right.
Because you did try poisoning your husband. That's why people think you tried poisoning your husband. Because you did. Okay, now this is like community public announcement. Kodiak is now on panel. Kodiak is hardly ever in the community, and she has her own life, and she has her own man, and this woman hardly ever watches panels. And there is no way in hell this woman would have allowed this panel to go on this long, for an hour and a half and 11 seconds, if she would have known. No way. This panel is not Kodiak's fault. This panel is not Zippity's fault. This panel is Christie's fault. To allow this panel to keep going was Juniper's fault. And I seriously can't believe there's still 55 people in here watching this shit. Filing false police reports, accusing people of possessing CP. There is a reason why the catchers say that there are keyboard catchers. There is a reason why the catchers say that there are keyboard warriors. And it's because these people would rather blame everybody else. No community come over. I already took the blame. It was my fault to be driving and allowing these two women to control this panel and not talk to me. I allowed them up on this panel, and I was not paying attention. I was up on this panel, and I started this panel, and this is my panel. I took my blame. But Christy hasn't, and she will never accept her part of the blame. Juniper will never accept her part of the blame. And as soon as I can figure out how to open this chat, if I find out that anyone in this chat knew about this and didn't say anything, they are partly to blame. Everybody that had a participation in this at all and did not take this panel down is to blame.
I would do it again. I don't care.
My bad. I was
I
watching
mean,
this
we're
panel.
still going to have our moments where we're going to go up and bitch about something.
Oh yeah, of course.
But we're not going to.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to put this panel back. I really suck at this. Where's Nanya? This is her fault.
Throw people under the, But
No.
some people do it because they genuinely feel better for doing it to other people. And there's no place for that in a community like this. There's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yesterday somebody that I respected, last night that I respected, and I wasn't even talking about that person because I don't talk specifically about someone that's not there. I talk yesterday. I was talking about JT's situation. He was on panel. I was talking about Ed. He was on panel. Sam. He was there, etc. And somebody in chat told me, "Fuck you."
I was just wondering if men are allowed here today, or is this a sex?
Meow.
Hi, meow.
Good morning.
Hi, meow.
Whatever it is.
Put it on.
So let me finish. And you can have the floor.
Let's go for it. My bad. Go for it.
So
Yes, Junie, we know. You won your fucking t-shirt. Okay, y'all. You guys heard Locke. This panel is public, and he is going to bed. So if y'all want to watch this panel, you're more than welcome to. I have not watched this panel for the whole 4 hours and 45 minutes and 44 seconds. Locksmith is shutting this shit down. So y'all have a good night before he kicks my ass. All right, guys. Have a great night. I have to shut this shit down because he has to sleep. I have to go to sleep. We all have to go to sleep. Mitch, you're more than welcome to take this panel. Nanya, you're more than welcome to take this panel. I'm not striking people for taking these panels. I don't care if they play this panel and turn this around on me. This was my panel. But they should have shut this shit down. Have a great night, guys. Laters.